This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Jeff, what are you doing September 22nd through the 24th?
I'm going to the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, Hobie listeners, Cincinnati Comic Expo returns to the Duke Energy Convention Center September 22nd through the 24th, 2017. Great guests include Greg Capullo, the artist from Batman, and, just announced, John Ratzenberger. Yep, Cliff Clavin himself. So get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com and come party with Hobie and Cliff Clavin and Greg Capullo. More artists and guests will be announced on Cincinnati Comic Expo on Facebook. Get your tickets now.
Alright. It's about comic books and movies. Growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Man, that sucked. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again. Please, God, no. Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts. He wrote scripts. All right here is no mystery, cause it's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 163. I'm Jason.
I am Jeff.
Blake.
Hey, we're all together again.
Hooray!
No guest this week. No guest. But we will have two guests next week.
Maybe.
No, we will. We will. Scab Jeff will be here to give his incorrect Oscar picks. And I think he actually did well last year, didn't he?
He did.
Okay.
And he used those Oscar picks to win the Oscar poll.
At his party.
At his Oscar party.
And then number one fan Doug will be here. He said that he is bringing some beer just to get Scab Jeff to loosen up because, you know, the last time Scab Jeff was on, it was a drunken mess.
Oh, yeah. That was the rounds table.
Yes, so we're hoping that there's more drunken messes from Scab Jeff next week.
He really liked my crema de limoncello.
And we have some in the freezer in the Bob Studios.
He called it eggnog, though. He was so drunk. He was like, that's the best eggnog I've ever had.
Allegedly drunk. Allegedly. So that's what's going on next week. This week, though, we have no guest. Sorry. Apologize for that. Let's see here.
You have to listen to us.
I know. T-shirt update real quick. If you'd like to buy a T-shirt for the History of Bad Ideas, Stuff That Matters got this together. All proceeds go to charity. Direct message us at Bad Ideas on Twitter. Bad Ideas Podcast, sorry. Yeah. On Twitter. Message us at the History of Bad Ideas on Facebook. Or email Jeff at hobiepod@gmail.com. They're $12. We do it through PayPal, and you would get them out that same week. We already have sent all of ours out.
Everything is up to date as of
The
now?
first one should be received tonight, actually, today.
Tonight?
It depends on the postal service. You can never trust them.
No, can't trust them.
But they went out. Everybody got a little special add-on with them, too, from Hobie. And
Don't break out the black light.
Shh, don't say that. It's true.
No.
Yeah.
So, all proceeds go to charity because she's a really nice girl.
Well, besides her, who's the other charity? Disabled American Veterans.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And based in Kentucky, yes, all proceeds go to that. It's a great cause. So if you do, please let us know. We got some pictures of our shirts online. And like I said, they went out, and we appreciate everybody ordering them. We've got a pretty good response on it, so I appreciate it. And if you don't want to buy ours, you can also buy Pittsburgh Nerd, too.
Yep, they got their shipment in, and they're selling them now. So.
Yes. Jeff, have you bought one yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Are you going to?
I'm
Pressure's
thinking
on.
about it. Well, see, the thing is, super fat asses like me need super fat ass sizes. And they only really go up to double XL.
Okay. My wife has one. She bought one.
From Pittsburgh Nerd?
No. Sorry, from Hobie.
Oh, okay.
We don't give that many away.
Why didn't you buy it for her?
Well, I did. Trust me, I'm paying for it.
Okay.
And she even said they were very comfortable. So if you can't trust, a host wife, who can you trust?
Or get an oversized one and make it a little nightgown for a little, you know what I mean? Something. You know what I mean? Know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean, Vern.
That's
Okay.
right. You've been married for a while.
We got 3 kids.
So he's had sex 3 times.
I think one time I fell asleep. No, I'm just kidding.
By yourself doesn't count.
Never mind. I was going to ask something. Never mind. We're not going to get into that. Let's do some up-down. We'll start it off with up-down this week. One thing we're up on this week, one thing we're down on.
Let's talk about how it's our Valentine's Day podcast.
It is our Valentine's Day podcast.
Yes, it is.
We're recording a day early because Valentine's Day is our normal record day.
And just every Valentine's Day?
This year's Valentine's Day.
That's right. And because we love our listeners.
Blake,
This is an oral delight. And by that, I mean AURAL.
Oh. What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Well, apparently I think I'm taking the old lady out for dinner.
Okay. A nice
getting her-
dinner, or are you going to, like, McDonald's?
And getting her a Trump Valentine's card.
What does the Trump Valentine's Day card say?
It says, let's build walls together.
Excellent.
Well, better than his other one. Never mind.
Actually, the other one was, illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants steal our jobs, but you stole my heart.
I could see Hallmark having a separate line, a separate card line of this.
Actually, I didn't make this stuff up. I've actually seen these online.
Oh.
Other Trump Valentine's Day cards.
Oh, I was actually
perfect for
believing
your-
you got one.
They're perfect for your social justice warrior.
Culture babbler. Anyways, let's see. So you go out to a nice dinner. That's nice. That's nice.
And I realize, for all the male listeners out there, this may come in handy if you're like alone and single and dating or plan a date. Mm-hmm. May I recommend the Nivea for Men body wash,
For $2.99.
or wherever you buy it at.
Okay, like giving it for a gift or
No, like
using
buying it and using it.
Okay, I do agree.
Because it's so good, my wife actually uses it.
Okay.
She likes it.
This episode is sponsored by Nivea.
That's right.
Body wash. Are you trying to say Jeff needs a body wash?
I think that's what no, body wash. Need a body wash.
I said that. Body wash.
Yeah, body wash for your loofah.
Since Jeff sits next to you now, since we moved the studio around a little bit.
That's right.
Is he smelling or is he okay? Does he smell okay today?
I haven't smelled them.
So that's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
Good job, Jeff. Way to shower.
Like I said, I'll do it once a week.
Wednesdays.
It was usually Wednesdays. Now I got to change it so to be the day before we record instead of the day after we record.
Good call. So, Jeff, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Having a beer, maybe.
Okay. So you're pretty much having my Valentine's Day, and I'm married, and that's what we're doing. We may have a beer at home. I think that's about it. I got her a Valentine's Day card at Target the same time she was there with me. I looked at her. I said, "Do we get Valentine's Day cards?" She's like, "Are you serious?" "Yes, we at least do get cards." It's like, "Okay, don't look in the cart. It's in there." And she's like, "You're so romantic." But we don't do gifts. Do you do gifts, Blake?
Yeah, I usually get her yellow roses because they're more aromatic.
Oh,
And that's her favorite.
that's nice. Look at you.
In a
You're
card.
You're such a sweetheart.
Yeah. Last year I got her a card that said, "Arg, why don't you be my soulmatey?"
Wow.
She gets me the nice sentimental stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know what I get. What I buy for her. She tolerates.
The one year, I think, for Valentine's Day, I think I got her a card, "You're my soulmate, blah, blah, blah." You know how I know that? Because you still let me touch you. So that's... that was it. That was my
Only after she's passed out.
Yes, that's right. That was my sentimental one. She liked it. That's why we get along. Okay, we're not doing anything. We don't really do anything for Valentine's Day, but...
Our listeners could actually, cozy up together tomorrow night, Valentine's Day night, as you're listening to this, and listen to us tonight, and cozy, and,
The
snuggle a little bit, and, get it on.
Let's get it on.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you have any Valentine's Day plans, please let us know. Or what you did for Valentine's Day. Keep it clean.
No pictures.
No maple syrups.
You had to bring that up.
We'll get
didn't
to
ya?
that. Jeff, you look confused down there. What are you looking for?
A pen?
Oh, there was a pen over there.
I was using one earlier, and I don't know where it went to.
I have 3 over here. You can have this one.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's do an up-down. What are you up on this week, Blake?
I am up on Cincy Beer Fest coming Saturday, baby.
That's right.
Looking for Das Boot.
Is there going to be a DOS booth there?
Only the secret beer Olympics, if you know how to get there.
Ooh.
You have to know the password.
I think I might buy a DOS booth this year if they have one available for sale. I think I
Yeah.
like one.
I don't know if they sell them there.
I don't know. But since the Beer Fest, Salty Language will be there.
Yeah.
Dev, the Psy guy from Snake Oil's Shot of History and 87 other ones.
Yeah.
He will be there in Cincinnati. So if you're there, tweet us and let us know. iPad podcast. And we'll see you guys there. We'll be at the early ones. Blake will be at the 4 o'clock one because he doesn't play well with others. So he's going to be at the later one. And so, yeah, I would have been at the later one, but Salty Language and the Snake Oil guys told us to go to the 11:31, so that's why. So
It'll
I'm
probably
looking
be
forward
less
to it.
crowded in the afternoon, I hope.
I don't know.
I've always gone in the evening. I've always gone in the late one.
And you spend the night down there, don't you?
Yeah, we turn it into like a big post Valentine's Day first date anniversary kind of thing.
Nice. We're going for my birthday, basically. This is my
Going for
birthday
your
gift.
birthday. Yeah, my wife and I, we actually had a first date on February 15th.
Aw. Oh, you got it right after
these years.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yes.
Good man.
Had to wait an entire year before getting a Valentine for her.
Good
right.
man.
I said I at least saved $20 right there.
That's right.
You know, no, it was one of those weird things where it was kind of like a setup deal, and you didn't want to. I didn't want to go through the whole awkward setup date on Valentine's Day thing because that's just way too stressful.
Okay.
You know, so we opted to the day after Valentine's Day, so there's no
What was the restaurant you went
overhanging
to?
disarray. My house.
Oh.
Her and a couple of friends of ours came over, and I cooked dinner for everybody. And
What'd you cook?
it'd be a little Italian pasta dish with, some olive oil and zucchini and onions and pasta. And
Did you take it out of the Olive Garden box first before they got there or after?
No, I'm a pretty damn good cook, man.
I know you are. I was just trying to be a smart ass. Fuck you. Nah, damn.
Well, you're the one trying to be a smartass, and you're the one swearing at him.
Yes. Asshole.
Yeah.
If I've learned anything from the Supreme Overlord, when they go low, you
right.
go lower.
Oh, man, I had it all prepped out. I had some Gypsy Kings playing.
All
I was
right.
cooking
Who's the Gypsy Kings?
dinner.
Like, did you hire gypsies to play?
No, good music that you're obviously not familiar with.
I am not familiar with the Gypsy Kings. Are they?
Gypsy Kings.
Were they America's Got
and,
Talent?
No.
Okay, just asking.
They were on Britain's Got Talent. You missed it.
Ooh, I missed that one.
I had that going on, and I had some. I did the recon for the Grater's ice cream favorite flavors, and I went and got several of those
What's your favorite flavor?
for everybody. Oh man, that's tough. I love. Well, I'm partial to gelato, as
Okay.
you know. Mm-hmm. But here in
it's
America, I have to settle for ice cream sometimes. Like Grater's just started gelato a couple years ago, but it's not real gelato.
I was going to ask you because they do sell it at the stores.
It's not gelato.
Why would Graders even bother with gelato? They're the
'Cause
only
in-
place in the world that use the French press method, and it's so much better than any other ice cream. I've
Gelato is
ever
also
had.
healthier for you too, though.
Well, fuck that shit.
Well, I know. I'm just
It
saying.
tastes
that.
better.
No.
It has better texture too.
I do like Graders once in a while. It's good. Don't get me wrong.
Once in a
Well,
while.
I don't want to eat it every week.
Well,
I'll
yeah,
die.
I understand that, but I mean, if you're going to eat ice cream,
I
why?
will look like Peter Griffin more.
Hey man, there's nothing better than getting a dewy sapore, gelato of dark chocolate and peanut butter, or dark chocolate and Nutella.
Oh, Nutella.
yeah. Hell
that
yeah,
tastes
man.
like poop.
No, it tastes like chocolate and
Hazelnut.
Hazelnut, thank you. I almost said almonds, and I'm like, that's not
I've never
right.
had it.
No.
We have Nutella at the house for my kids because they love it. I've never tried it because it looks so disgusting
never
when you
tri-
open it.
It looks like a chocolate spread.
No, oh God, no! I don't want chocolate spread. It looks nasty.
Hey, take some toast.
You've
and
never
then take
taken
some Nutella and
never-
spread it on there.
That's
while
what my
it's
son
nice and
loves:
hot.
is toast and Nutella.
Well, that's good.
Your son's
You've never
got good taste.
You never put chocolate frosting onto like a cake? Spreads the same way.
Doesn't look the same. I've never.
Difficult.
Okay, time out. You've known me for 20 years, and now you're finding out I'm difficult? I'm kind of a diva. I don't know if you know this.
I'm not going to try it. Oh, I found the pen. It was behind my ear.
Oh, good man.
It was in my beard.
You got a live bird in your beard over there, too.
No, that's just Chirpy.
Oh, okay.
But I never answered your question about Grater's ice cream.
No, what is your
I like.
favorite?
2 of them. I like Buckeye.
I don't think I've ever had Buckeye.
Peanut
It's
butter.
chocolate and peanut butter. You won't like it.
I do like chocolate and peanut butter
Chocolate
ice
and
cream.
peanut butter. And I also love chocolate fudge brownie.
Oh, that is good.
Love chocolate fudge brownie.
My wife got me hooked on, was it black cherry?
Black raspberry chip.
Yeah, black raspberry chip.
That's their number
Oh my
prime seller.
goodness, you have something in common with my old lady.
She loves it too?
Yeah.
No, that's
There's a reason I like her.
their famous flavor that they're known for. Apparently, one of the local breweries, Braxton Brew, did a beer based on.
We
Grater's
will have
Black
that next
Raspberry
week.
Chip.
We will have that next week. I know somebody in the know, and they've been selling out everywhere, but I got somebody in the know, and he got me a 6-pack of it, so I'm pretty excited about it.
And where's our
delicious.
beer sponsor this week?
They were actually setting up for the Cincinnati Brew Fest, so we will have one back.
How many weeks in a row now?
This has been
You've
2.
promised me beer.
This is 3.
3. So we will get it back.
3.
Yes.
Do they have a booth at the beer fest?
That's what I just said. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I wasn't listening to you. obviously.
So speaking of
It's hard
listeners,
for me to listen to you now that I'm looking at a concrete wall.
we're going to fix that next week, okay? We're fixing it next week. You're going to be looking out that way, okay? So you're going to be back over here.
Well, how am I going to see? Because there's no light in this dungeon.
You know what? We will get you a fucking light, okay? Just come bring it
Give
with
me a
me.
lamp, man.
You know what? Next week you bring a fucking lamp to the studios,
Give me a
okay?
spotlight. I want something with an adjustable arm, so I got this huge, 5-foot arm thing I can move around.
I got one of those construction lights. Do you want one of those?
And then when I'm pissed off at you, I'll just shine it in your face.
One of the lights that are screwed to the side of a dock door or dock wall, so when you're delivering a truck, you shine the big light in there.
You want me to do that? Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
do that.
And I'm
Get
going to
right on
shine
that.
it right on Blake every time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you will be over here next week. We're going to switch it around a little bit so you can actually see out. You're not looking at a wall, so you're fine. Or if you
Okay.
want, I can put a TV right there, too, for you. Do you want to do that?
You can do that, too.
Okay. Well, fuck you. Anyways, I'm glad we're off on a good note here.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Jeff, what are you up on this week?
I'm up on the Cincinnati Beer Fest that's coming into
Okay,
town
good
this
job.
upcoming weekend.
Well, they didn't even sponsor us, but yes, we're excited about them. I'm up for Star Wars Rebels. We've been catching up, my son and I, my oldest, and we're 2 episodes behind now. But this past 2 episodes, Saul from Rogue One has appeared on Star Wars Rebels.
Saw Gerrera.
Yes, and he's not as old. He doesn't have a breathing mask, and unlike Rogue One, he actually has a purpose in this show. So that's a positive. He actually looks good.
Is he voiced by Forrest Whitaker?
I don't know if he is or not. I can double check, but the guy who does do it, if it's not Forrest Whitaker, does a great job with it. So I was very happy with it. It was. I love Star Wars Rebels, and I think Jeff, you really do need to watch it. It is very Firefly-like. It's great. Everybody's on the ship together. I mean, there are some episodes that are better than the others, and the first season is good. But Ezra, the main star, he's a little whiny.
Yeah.
Second season, he kicks into it because he starts being tempted by the dark side. He starts getting a little bit more rough around the edges.
I'm about to say I did see one episode several months back. I decided to watch it, and I think I got a bad episode.
Which one was it? Do you remember?
It
offhand?
was one where Ezra went off on his own, and I don't even remember.
Was
what
he in a
happened.
temple?
Temple? No, he was out in space, and he ran across some guy he met before.
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like, this is a bad episode. I'm pretty sure I'm hoping this is not representative of this show.
When they do little episodes like that, they're not that strong. Yeah. They're the strongest when they're all together or they're in groups, like, they split up in that. That's their bread and butter because that is the story. They are an adopted family, basically, together. They've been traveling through all this galaxies and that. It's a better show when because they all play off each other's strengths. Saul Guerrero is voiced by Forrest Whitaker.
All right.
So nice job getting him in there. So I like that.
I will say, like I said, I watched that episode, and the problem I had was it's obviously this is an episode that isn't advancing the plot. And
that's true.
I'd rather not have those type of episodes. I know sometimes we got to fill time, so they do.
I feel like those are kind of like in the comic books when they do a one shot that doesn't have anything to do with any. They're trying to be in between storylines.
Yeah.
Here's a one shot that we had written 6 months ago. We're just going to throw it in here. And that's what it kind of is. I know the guy you're talking about that he meets up with. He's a smuggler. Yeah. And he's good when he's with other people. When he's by himself, he is so bad. The smuggler, it's annoying. So, but that was what I'm up on. Down on traffic. I fucking hate traffic lately. It's been awful.
Lately?
It's been really bad lately, and that's what I'm going with. Just traffic.
I hate traffic. God bless anybody who drives for a living, delivers stuff. You've got my deepest sympathies. I don't know how you do it. I tell my UPS driver every day, I'm like, I don't know how you do it.
I got off the exit or got onto the highway today by my house, and I got stopped almost immediately. And it took me 20 minutes to go 2 miles to the next exit to take the long way home to work. You know what? At that point, after about 20 minutes, I'm like, somebody better be fucking dead up there for me to be this late. This is ridiculous. If I would have stayed on that highway, it probably would have taken me about 2 hours to get to work today. I still have no idea what happened, but there was an accident.
I always use Waze when it's rush hour.
Yeah, but
it actually saved me time getting out here because there was a huge accident on 75, 74.
Mm-hmm. That was my big down this week. Jeff, what are you down on?
Probably the same thing I was down on last week.
Politics on Facebook?
Oh, that too, but that was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It was Riverdale.
Oh, okay. Not Riverdance?
No, I told you I like Riverdale.
Okay.
Michael Flatley.
We'll get to Riverdale in the listener feedback section. Okay. You want maple syrup, you. Let's see. That's not good for anybody. Go ahead, Blake. What are you down on?
Not a lot, actually.
Lighting in the in the Bob Studios?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's a given.
Well, you know what? You bring a fucking lamp next time. I'm forgetting. Planning some stuff this week. Shut up. Let's see here. Moment of silence. We did this for when Bednar's dog passed away. We're going to do this for another guest of our show, the Dit Man. His beloved dog, Toby, passed away. So we're going to do a moment of silence.
The Dit Man. We start now?
Yeah, that was a moment. Anyways, good job.
Good moment of silence.
He did have he had to put his dog down this week, so we are send our deepest condolences and good karma to him. That sucks. I saw the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that would be your op. Didn't like it, huh?
It was okay. Lego movie was a lot better.
Okay.
The brief thing was, I give it. There's issues with it. If you're a big Batman fan like I am, there was Easter eggs and little subtle hints throughout the whole thing. That was fucking hilarious. Was awesome. There was a big issue of Batman. He always works alone because he can't lose his family again.
Because he's dark and moody.
And angsty. But it was a kids movie, and they kept pounding it over your head with a hammer that, Barbara Gordon, Alfred, and Dick Grayson, they want to become his family, and he just can't, so he keeps leaving them behind because he just can't do it, and that's what he's afraid of. But they keep asking him what he's afraid of every 20 minutes. And to be honest, it dragged the plot down. It's like, we don't need this. This is a kid's movie. Let's make it fun, And it's like, that was a big, big problem for me.
So what'd your son think?
He loved it. And I liked it. I'm not saying that because...
So apparently it didn't affect the kids.
No. But for the adults, that was a thing that dragged it down. I did like seeing Orca, Eraserhead, Egghead was in it. King Tut was in it.
Wow.
King Tut was in it. They're all brief cameos, but it's funny to see all the 1960s Batmans. Catwoman had hardly any plot or any role in it. I was kind of disappointed in that. But it was kind of funny. Dick Grayson was the highlight. Robin was the highlight of it. Alfred ended up suiting up as the 1960s Batman to fight evil at the end. That was kind of funny. And I won't spoil it. I'll say what the bad guys are in the next week when everybody has a chance to see it that wants to. But it's not the typical bad guys. It was kind of funny. There was a joke in it, though, that Joker has these bigger, tougher bad guys, and Batman's in Arkham Asylum. Barbara Gordon, who's now the commissioner, she's like, well, you need all the help you can get. Do you want to get some of these villains to help? He's like, so you want bad guys to fight bad guys? That just sounds like a dumb premise. Who would do that? It's a rip on Suicide Squad. So that was kind of funny. Overall, I hate to say this, I give it a B-. I feel like entertainment.
You hated it.
So you hated it.
I did enjoy it. There was definitely some faults to it, though.
I was waiting for your review to pop up on nerdly.uk.
I was trying to. We are nerdly.co.uk. I did not get to see it till later, and then somebody already popped it up on Nerdly, so they did a good job with this. So I was just letting them have it.
Damn Brits, that's what happens when they're 6 hours ahead of us.
It was actually my bad because I didn't see it opening night.
Oh.
So
Jason went ahead and wrote his review and just wrote ditto.
That's it. And actually, I had a chance to see it the week before, really early, 2 weeks before, and I had to pass up because my son had a basketball game that night. So that's why.
Priorities are just wrong.
I know. I apologize for taking family. So I apologize.
No, you bring your son to the movie with you.
He already missed a couple basketball games and practices because of Rogue One and a couple other things. So my wife's like, we can't do this
need
again.
to keep him off the coach's shit list, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
Man, it's only basketball, though. That's like the lesser of all sports.
True. Did anybody watch Powerless?
Not the second episode.
Nobody? Okay, well,
Not
that's
yet.
good. Nobody, I didn't either.
Black Sails is back on.
Oh, you excited?
Yeah,
Is
I
it
watched
good?
a couple. Yeah, it's the last season, obviously.
Oh, why is it obviously?
Because they didn't renew it beyond the
Oh.
season.
So you think they're going to have time to do a good series finale?
Yeah, I think this is it. Stars. It's building up for a
Okay.
big finish, so we'll see how it works out. I like it. It's been a good plot for the past couple of years, and who doesn't like pirates?
Is this the one with the time jump, or is that Vikings?
No.
Vikings did a time.
Vikings did time jump.
Well, Vikings is still going on. Yeah.
Okay.
Sons of Ragnar exacted their revenge on the English kings, and of course now they're going to start infighting, and you got these really bad, nasty Vikings that's goals to become king of all Norway as well. It's good plot. It's good stuff, man.
My dad
I like
likes
it.
the show a lot.
It is. It's
My
good.
boss likes the show a lot, but his rundowns when we're at work are so different than Blake's rundown.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about how the one hot chick was in a lesbo scene.
But it's basic cable. They don't show anything, right?
No, but he laughs about that, and then how the one son is
Legathar's
disabled,
lover.
and so he insults disabled people.
the boneless. They call them the boneless. Yeah.
Well, okay then.
But they're all the stories and characters are actually based on real historical figures.
Okay.
So of course they just go from there and they extrapolate and the stories and make it all good and fun.
And in all honesty, let's see. Do you think that everything they write about the Vikings was true anyways because it was so long ago? I mean, you think they were probably having...
You mean it's not true?
Well, no, I mean, it's
on the History Channel.
Didn't they bury treasure on Oak Island, for Christ's sake?
I'm still waiting!
I'm still waiting too!
How does Black Sails...
Oh.
How does Black Sails end, but Oak Island continues?
Yeah, Black Sails will be ending this season, but Oak Island just keeps going on.
In the green room today, we have Inception on TV, so that's good.
That's on in the background. The best fight scene in a movie the last 48 years.
The good news is, with Inception, I have to agree, it's probably one of the better films we've had on in the green room on AMC the last 6 weeks, because it's usually Transformers or a really, really bad...
Con Air.
Okay, I take that back then, Con Air. I think Face Off was on the 1 week.
Yeah. The Walking Dead started back up.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
Man, spoilers for the next couple minutes.
There was...
I'm going to the
there
green
was-
room to watch
you, Jeff.
Inception.
Yeah, there you go.
Everything okay on the computer? We're good?
So far, so good.
Okay,
I
good.
haven't brought Legion up because we got a lot of Legion coming up
Yes.
in this episode.
But Walking Dead...
The Walking Dead, you saw Gabriel,
Yes.
when he's driving away,
Somebody popped his
he
head
saw
up.
somebody pop their head up in the car.
My question is, do you think Gabriel has already met with the people at the end of the episode that surround Rick's group?
Yes.
Okay. That's why he left the message boat in the Bible.
Yes. Whoever they robbed the boat supplies from, I think is those people's supplies.
And it wasn't Oceanside because there was men in this group.
It's correct.
So it wasn't them. If you read the comic books, we think it's everybody's saying online it's the militia that comes in.
I have no idea what the militia is.
They're basically a militia. They're army. They're more trained. Yeah, and they help Rick out with the war on Negan.
Okay.
So I liked the
sense.
episode. I liked the funniest moment that I think I've seen in a long time. They walk in to see King Ezekiel, and Jesus is like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, he has a tiger," because they're all just staring at this tiger.
And I made a point to look at the tiger and realize it was CGI.
Oh yeah, it's CGI.
I didn't know it was CGI the first time around until Dev the Downer pointed it out.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dev. No, it was a good episode. I like how Michonne and Rick took out like 1,000 zombies at the end
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
with the barbed wire or with the wire and then the explosives.
Yeah.
So now they have some explosives. Mm-hmm. And I'm intrigued. I like that King Ezekiel said no to go into war with Negan.
Yeah.
But you know what's going to happen? They have a truce that they don't invade, the kingdom, Negan's people. Mm-hmm. Negan's going to invade them or enter those walls, and that's when it's going to sway. I think that's the issue.
Or what's his name? That his right hand man that brought him in,
Dwight.
Oh,
you mean Negan's right hand?
No, not Negan's right hand.
Oh, the
Ezekiel's
right hand. Yeah, who really wants to go to war.
He wants to go to war. I think he's gonna instigate something and force the hand.
Either that or he's going to get killed by trying to instigate it.
And yeah, he may think in sacrificing his life, he may actually.
Because remember the last time they did a supply trade with Negan's people, the kingdom, they said, we want this or he's going to get it next time. And he pointed to his right-hand man. I could say
they threatened to kill him before, and they all had to calm down and stand down. I think he's going to play it that way again to instigate him to kill him because he's probably going to think, if I sacrifice myself, maybe I can get them to join in and eventually save everything for everybody.
I thought it was a good episode. I liked it. I was hoping Rick could finally fucking finish up his story about the rock in the road. Oh my God. Finish the story, Rick.
See, there's a rock in the road.
Oh my, it was like Matthew McConaughey and Buick commercials. Yeah. Oh my God, this never ends. Come on, Rick.
Driving his Buick's like a flat circle
Does he have a fable for every fucking thing going on in the Walking Dead universe, Rick? My God.
No, but it's actually a known leadership influence tactic is to attach a story to everything you want because human beings identify with that.
It's so bad, though.
Yeah. See, that's something educational.
Look at that. The more you know.
The more you know.
It was a good episode. I thought it was a good intro.
Yeah.
Everybody's ripping on it, though. Like, it's really slowed down and all that, the episode. And, they're they're still building the world and all that. It's like, I actually thought it was a decent episode compared to some of them. I think Walking Dead has an issue spacing out some episodes way too much. Mm-hmm. But I don't have a problem with this past episode. He's trying to get everybody in. It's like chess. He's trying to get everybody in order.
Yeah. I agree, wholeheartedly. And they're going to be setting up for several episodes of a lot of action stuff. So
yeah. So, there wasn't much that happened this episode, so that was our synopsis.
No, but it was the first episode of the second half of the season, so you have to set the stage.
I like Rosita and who's the other one? I forget what her name is. She's like,
dude, are you chomping on rocks over there? What the fuck are you eating? Paz? Oh Can you hear that over there?
I can hear it, but not on I don't think we can hear it on the show.
All right, anyways, everybody's missing out on that. It's like he's got like a mouthful of gravel he's been chomping on for the past 10 minutes of our discussion. I'm sorry. I didn't know if it was just me.
Anyways, I'm done. Let's go on to the Twitter poll of the week. Oh, Jeff really did mute it.
Yeah,
It's on
I turned
mute.
my mic off.
So nobody heard it. Good job, Jeff. Look at us, 163 episodes. We know how to do something. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Twitter poll of the week.
Happy Valentine's Day! Hey, we're wild and crazy! It's Valentine's Day!
It's the zoo in the morning.
Happy VD!
Hope you get some crabs. And by crabs, I mean for dinner. Let's see. What do you think of Legion on FX? We'll talk about Legion in a little bit.
Legion.
But here's the things. It was awful. I'm so confused. Okay, but I need to see more. Or it was awesome. Those are the 4 things you can vote when you go to Bad Ideas Podcast. Not right now, because that poll is already done. Here we go. In last place was 0%. Okay, but I need to see more. Nobody thought that.
That's what I would have voted. I didn't see the poll till after it was done, but I'm like, oh, that's where I would put it.
In third place with 15% of the vote, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm with you. And in first place, winning 69% to 16%, It Was Awesome beat out Awful.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
I'm so confused, though. So we'll get to that in a bit.
We'll get to it in a
That's
bit. We got a
tease.
lot of listener feedback reactions to Legion,
Yes.
so we'll save the comments for that.
And please, guys, if you have seen these shows, give us some feedback in that. We read them. Riverdale, Powerless, anything you watch, just give us some feedback or movies.
Feed me.
Any TV show or movie that you want to give feedback to.
We will take it.
I mean, if you want to say, oh, The Bachelor was so great this week,
We'll send it up.
we'll
put
probably
it
make
in.
fun of you for watching The
Yes.
Bachelor, but
I did watch about 20 minutes of The Bachelor a couple weeks ago.
on purpose.
Yeah, it was kind of like Kevin Can Wait. I just had to stop and watch it for a second. It is so bad.
Isn't it pretty sad? Isn't it just basically our reality TV morality wrapped up in 30 minutes of whoredom like that?
The Bachelor is like, this is his
horrible.
third time he's on it. It's
was
not
the name
happening, buddy. It's like if you've been married 4 times. Maybe you should just stop getting married.
Voyeuristic train wrecks. You know, lowest common denominator of American society, right there. You know.
But he gives roses.
Yeah, there you go. Let's make all the women try
Now,
and
how many
out-whore
people?
each other
How
for
many
his
people there do you
attention.
think are actually looking for love?
1.
Okay.
Stardom?
Yeah,
That's
they're all
all
looking-
launching career. They're all something / actress. Or
Oh,
actor,
yeah. Waitress / actress. I was in
dental
Sharknado.
assistant / actor.
I thought I saw Tara Reid on it. There was one lady that was
that'd be a
20.
step up.
That's true. There was one that was 24 and she still had a nanny. And I'm not
She was a
bullshitting.
nanny / actress.
No, she had a nanny.
Oh,
She still had a nanny that made her dinner and did her laundry and everything.
That's not called a nanny then. Isn't that just called a maid?
she was
Or a housekeeper or a cook? I mean,
Her whole job is
trust
to,
fund baby / actress.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't even know. And then good old Twitter, it took them literally 10 minutes for this to come out. I saw this online. And that they made somebody made a fake Twitter page for this nanny. And so every time The Bachelor's on, she's like, yes, whatever her name is, I would love to do your clothes. It gives me so much joy to do your laundry. And she kept doing a fake Twitter account. It has over 100,000 followers. So
That's awesome.
let's do some listener feedback.
And it's time for some listener feedback.
Ooh.
You know what we usually start off with?
number 1 fan, Doug.
This guy named Doug.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
Number 1 fan.
Yep.
He says, does Orton headline WrestleMania?
Randy Orton.
Why wouldn't he? Didn't he win the?
He won the Rumble, but they sometimes lose the opportunity because they put it on the line.
Well, that'd be stupid to
Yes.
do.
Well,
Anybody who puts it on the line is stupid.
Rey Mysterio did it.
Rey Mysterio was stupid.
I don't disagree. Bray Wyatt won the belt last night. I was pretty excited.
Over.
It was an Elimination Chamber, a 6-man match. I always love those.
Was
when
this
they're
a
in the
belt that
odds.
was?
John Cena had it for literally 3 weeks because he had to tie the record of Ric Flair,
Oh, okay.
and then he lost it last night. But Bray
He
Wyatt,
lost it. Really? Who would put up their belt in a
he
six-way?
didn't have a choice. SmackDown said.
That's stupid.
But I enjoyed it
These belts are
because
ridiculous.
I've been waiting for Bray Wyatt to win this belt for a while because he's awesome. And he actually pinned Cena and AJ Styles in it, so I was pretty excited to win the belt.
Well, at least Cena got pinned and lost the belt.
He got pinned clean.
It would suck if you lose the belt because one guy pinned another guy and you lose the belt.
Correct. This was, there's 6 people in it. They come in every 5 minutes. from the chamber and that.
Oh,
It's
they're
a
locked
steel
in the chamber.
Yeah, it's
and
a
then
steel
when they-
structure. And I have watched a couple of things on it, and any interview you get, like you hear from wrestlers, like in real life, talking, they said the chamber is the most hardcore one because you land and it's steel. It's just metal that you land on outside the ring. It's a
Yeah.
ring, and then you have the cage,
Yeah.
but it's platforms. And they said there's no easy way to land on it, and it just hurts.
Oh, that's not worth doing.
Well, it's true, but. So yeah, I think he does headline because it's going to be Orton versus Bray Wyatt. He may not be the main event like the last episode or last match. That's unfortunately going to be Lesnar and Goldberg that nobody cares about.
Yeah, but okay. Will he headline? If he's fighting Bray Wyatt, that won't be the headline.
Unfortunately, no. But okay, Blake, keep going.
Just so you guys know, you do know it's fake, right?
You know Game of Thrones is fake.
You know it
Game of Thrones
doesn't
is real, man.
You know it doesn't matter if it's fake.
I enjoy it.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's right.
Did she? Why would she say
No,
that?
she wouldn't. I say that about a lot of things in my life.
She said,
I
"You know
think-
it's fake, right?"
I don't care. Mine wasn't.
Well, I faked too. I faked all mine too.
Okay, Seinfeld. Kramer. I faked it.
From Heno. El Heno from Ida Heno.
Oh, sexy man.
Yay! He says, my hashtag Blake Boner rages harder. Blake's married to a brilliant woman. She'll be glad to hear that, by the way.
Yes.
Punt return should be scary or put a lineman in to catch.
Time out. I want to see a lineman catch a punt.
That would be interesting, yeah.
That would be, I'm telling you. It'd be harder to tackle him, wouldn't it?
This is about your wife's opinion last week about changes to sports
Yeah,
that we
it
would
changes
do.
the sport. Yeah, exactly. And he says, oh, yeah, golf. Golf courses and cemeteries should be combined. Golf courses are wasted space and more obstacles.
I can agree with
that.
Heno
I
on
kinda
that.
like that. Instead of a fairway, you should have to, hit it
Can you
through
split?
a cemetery.
Can you get it through the Jesus, the statue of Jesus? He's blocking the hole. There it is, like a
or
putt-putt
angels
course.
or lions
Yes.
or whatever.
Lions?
Mausoleum.
Off the mausoleum,
Yeah.
onto the green.
Oh, there it is.
Make it a great putt-putt. Bring the putt-putt version. Put windmills on the greens.
On the cemetery
Yeah,
stones.
cemeteries and put
Isn't
windmills
that
on the
the
greens.
plot of Caddyshack 2?
Yeah. I don't know. Is it?
Yes.
Time
Oh,
out.
it was a genius idea.
The execution was not.
Oh, God, it was awful.
To quote Dev, Jeff, name the best movie about caddies.
Caddyshack.
Name the worst movie about caddies.
Caddyshack 2.
There you go.
Jackie Mason. Yeah,
Fucking Jackie Mason. Fuck him. And Jackie Gleason while we're at it.
What do you mean?
You're gonna say
What do
right?
you mean?
No, they're not the same.
Fucking Jackie Gleason says chicken soup.
That's what I'm doing.
That was Jackie Mason.
I made Caddyshack too. Why did I do it? I don't know. Hey,
Because you have nothing else going on, Jackie.
they paid me.
Rodney Dangerfield wouldn't come back, so I'm on it now.
You know it's bad when Rodney Dangerfield wouldn't come back. Dan Aykroyd. He came.
Oh, God, Dan Aykroyd was awful in it. Jackie Mason
would do
was awful
anything.
in it.
Yeah, that's true. Dan Aykroyd's got some real great hits, but he's got a hell of a lot of misses too.
Yes.
With his movies.
His vodka.
Maybe we could do that as a topic.
Dan Aykroyd's top.
Dan Aykroyd's hits and misses.
hits his misses.
Top five?
Top fives, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, next one's from Dev. Dev says, not even 8 minutes into the new Bad Ideas podcast. Obviously, what he's talking about is last week.
Last week's episode, 162.
Because this is the new podcast.
Yes.
Now is then. This is now? No, this is now.
Time is
That was then? Yes.
Time
But what is now?
circular.
Yes, now. It was then. This is what?
Time is a circular beast.
Time's a flat circle. Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, all right, Dev, not even 8 minutes into the Bad Ideas podcast, and Blake is talking about dancing dicks. Now, I was completely confused by this, so I had to go back and listen to us. Oh, that was you. You were talking about Dancing Richards, or Richards Dancing. Richards Dancing. Richard Dancing, not Ted Dancing. Richard Dancing, which you called Dick Dancing.
You called
Which was a
Richard.
name, which is not Dick's Dancing Dicks, Dev.
You were calling it Richard
Dancing
Dancing.
Dick Devs?
Oh.
Devs Dancing Dicks.
There you go. You can ask him this Saturday
Yes.
at Beer Fest.
All right. But that was Brigger, not me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I love dancing dicks.
All right. So that's your correction, Mr. Correction Man. And this week, corrections.
Just one.
Just one. Remember, everything we say is factually true
Until proven otherwise.
until proven wrong.
Alternative
That's right.
Hobie facts.
Everything we say. This one is from Pam Morris.
Pam.
And Pam says Robert Englund is returning to his Freddy for a documentary they are making about Nightmare on Elm Street. So not a movie, Jason.
That was my bad last week. I said Robert Englund was returning to Freddy to Nightmare on Elm Street. That was actually a documentary. So Pam, thank you very much for that.
Yes, and then she also says, wow, balls of... No, I submitted that for plot lines a long time ago, LOL. And yes, Jeff, it was the cannibal one, laughing my ass
We had a
off.
plot lines last week, and it was an old one.
Plot line!
And
one we think we might have done before.
we've done it before. And then we still got it wrong. And then I read the wrong synopsis that she wanted of the movie because there was 2 movies named that. So we apologize, and Pam called us out on it.
Wow.
Also, if you have a movie that
Plot lines.
you have,
Yeah, send it in, and we'll get to it 7 months later.
no, we got to do one next week because Randall Holt has got us one. So we appreciate it. But if you have a plot line, send in a obscure movie that we have not seen. We'll try to do it. Just give us a title and the year it came out.
Yes.
Monster Trucks. Sorry.
No.
2017?
Well, 14 it was made in, so...
Yeah, so regarding episode 161, top 5 perfect songs, this one comes from Dr. Bednar.
Hey.
Hello, Dr. Bednar. Paging Dr. Bednar. Enema. Room 1. He says, catching up on episode 161, perfect songs. For once, I agree with Jason.
You can stop it right there.
Show's over.
Show's over.
Good night.
Last week, Pam
Thanks for
Morris
listening.
agreed with me. This week,
This week's bad idea, agreeing with Jason.
oh, I'll put that one down. Thank you.
Number 4.
He says, why does he agree with Jason? Let me continue. November Rain is actually more than just a crappy 80s ballad.
Wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, it's
a
more
really
than.
crappy
Yeah.
80s ballad.
As I think I responded on Twitter to him. Yeah, it was overwritten, overwrought, overrecorded, and a steaming pile of shit.
Wrong.
Nothing worse than big 80s hair bands trying to be serious at a piano.
It was huge.
I think
Huge.
I think you're helping us with our argument.
Huge.
Exactly. So
You know what impersonation I was doing? Please let me know.
It was Michael Caine, wasn't it?
Some people just want to watch Road. You know, speaking of Michael Caine, I was watching The Dark Knight this past weekend.
Again?
Yes, it was on AMC.
Yeah.
And I was watching it, and my wife was less than thrilled. And I was like, don't you want to watch this with me? She's like, we were on a cruise ship, and this movie was on 33 times that week.
It was Batman Begins.
Oh, I have to tell her that. Yeah, she was wrong. But anyways, it came up, and I started live tweeting to everybody that follows us on Hobie that Michael Caine was doing my line. Yeah, I watched it. It was such a great line. And did you realize people want to watch the world burn? Some not men.
Yeah. Oh, I corrected you on that years or months ago.
Yeah, no, I wasn't paying attention. Some people just want to watch the world burn. I don't like it as much.
No, see, I think Michael Caine did the line wrong.
I think he did.
That's what he did.
It's supposed to be, some people just want to watch the world burn. Wait, I did it right. Damn it. Yeah. Some men just, what am I doing wrong? Now I'm all confused.
I think it's some men just want to, you always say people.
Okay, that is correct. There you go. My version's correct. People.
Because women sometimes want to watch the world burn,
That's true.
too. You're being unsexist,
That
unlike
was the
Alfred.
size of a cantaloupe. Actually, I think that was Forrest Gump. I screwed up Michael Caine's line in that.
The SARS
tangerine.
of
It was a tangerine.
The SARS of a cantaloupe?
The size. I really have not done a good impersonation today.
Today?
Keep going.
And he says, also, OMD. I believe that's what, orchestral maneuvers in the
That's
dark?
OMG.
Oh.
I
I think
lighting.
he meant orchestral maneuvers in the dark.
Oh, I thought you meant oh my God, but
All right, OMG. Gunner's Dream / Hero's Return. One of my favorites. New Mad, capital Mad.
like magazine.
Respect for, I thought it was Mad Magazine. New Mad Magazine. Respect for Jeff. As quintessential Floyd fan, I applaud you.
Hooray! That's the first one. Yeah, I didn't must have missed that original tweet.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see that. And thank you, Chris.
Nothing gets past the gatekeepers of Hobie. Thanks, interns. We pay you in IOUs.
That's right. In Pez.
Now, here's the fun part that we started adding to listener feedback. What do we got, Blake?
Legion.
Listener TV reviews.
Yes, we're going to start off with our local indigenous listener, Des Hassing.
From San Diego.
That's right. So he is
San Diego.
San Diego.
The ex-home of the Chargers.
There you go. Ooh.
Sorry.
Ooh.
They do have the Gulls, though, the Seagulls of hockey, so that's good.
Did you see their lame LA insignia that they changed after everybody ripped it?
Yeah.
That was so bad. It was like a lazy graphics designer's like, fuck it, they paid me $1 million. Here you go.
It's LA with a thunderbolt like through the
through the A.
Yeah.
You know what they could have done?
Anything else?
Just kept the classic lightning bolt look and moved on.
That would have worked. Well, they said the idea is that they're going to change the name of the Chargers once they moved into the new stadium too.
Oh.
So.
See, I disagree with that. I say if you're gonna fuck a city over like these NFL teams do, leave the name and the colors and the history of that city with the hopes of being able to bring back a franchise, or expansion franchise or something along those lines, instead of screwing people over. Or the Houston Oilers owner, who was a complete jackass, who took the Houston Oilers and the colors, wouldn't leave it for Houston, took it with him to Tennessee. And then started the whole Tennessee Titans with the same colors and everything, but he will not give up the Houston Oilers thing just because he hated Houston that much.
See, I feel like St. Louis was, when the Rams left, was worse than the Chargers because, and I'm not taking the NFL side. I cannot take the NFL side. But for 25 years, the Chargers had a difficult time getting anything through. They even had a hotel tax, not even a property tax, on the ballot, and it got turned down for the new stadium.
You know what? If they just taxed In-N-Out Burger, they probably could have bought a new stadium by now.
They could have. That could have worked.
You know what? If you don't force the local residents to have to pay for your palaces.
If you tax the medicinal marijuana in California, you have stadiums for everybody.
You get a stadium and you get a stadium.
You get a stadium, exactly.
But then you have to pay taxes on the stadium.
Rams get a stadium. Chargers get a stadium.
Speaking of that, do you love how the Islanders got kicked out of their stadium?
The what?
The Islanders, New York Islanders, their arena said, as of now, they're like, this is your last season playing in our arena. We can make more money off music concerts. Have a good day. So the Islanders have no stadium next year.
They're on the Barclays Center, the one in Brooklyn where the Nets play?
Yes, they got kicked out.
I wonder if the Nassau Arena still exists.
I'm hoping they go to the local high school. Well, sold out crowd of 500 this week today.
Well, honestly, they could probably move to another city if they wanted to.
Where do the Rangers play?
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
MSG?
Hell, fuck the Rangers. No, the Islanders. So I guess because because there was something in there like they still had to pay like the Islanders get like I think the stadium gets all the concessions and that, but they still had to pay the Islanders like $55 million. Or there's some weird like math, and it was like a horrible way. And they're like, we can make more money off concerts every day of the week. Have a good day. Get the fuck out.
Ooh, I might have to. I'm trying to think. My brother, I think, knows somebody that was running, was in charge of concessions or something up there.
Well,
although that person might not still be.
Of course,
there,
in their defense, do you want to see the Islanders play?
Yeah.
Well, they're doing decent now. Look at them.
You can watch the Islanders, and you can like watch the good teams that come in, and not have to go see the Rangers play.
Oh God, yeah. I just thought that was funny that the thing came out. Thanks to number one fan Doug for that one. Okay, keep moving on.
Oh, so we met to talk about our good fan and friend Des Hassing
From San Diego.
from San Diego.
Oh yeah, that's where we were.
That's where we are. This is what I've been waiting for.
This is why we're on
I got sidetracked.
This is why we're on the Tangent Bound
On the
Network.
Tangent Bound Network.
Tangent Bound Network.
Des Hassing talking about Legion. This is our Legion. Let me read the reviews here first. And I have to say, this is exactly what I thought in my head, Des. So Des and I are probably like, mental twins or something.
You are.
Geniuses.
Uh-huh.
He says, Legion was pretty good. a little longer than it needed to be. Well, okay. And hence a little slow. Yeah, I kind of liked it. But I enjoyed it. Somewhat stranger things inspired. I have a note on that. And I also love the production design. It's beautiful, kind of like a Wes Anderson inspired X-Men.
I hate Wes Anderson's movies, but I do agree it was lovely to look at, and it was Wes Anderson inspired. It seemed.
The music selection, the
the music was great.
Color. Oh yeah, it was awesome. It was great. All right, well let me finish the listener feedbacks before we get into that. Okay. And then from Dev, this is Dev. So here's
Take
the
it with
first,
a grain of salt.
Here's the first good part. He says, I think it's better than all the movies involving mutants from Fox. But now he's got to criticize and bring it down. It is interesting for sure, but not a fan of the period setting. Of course, because you can't have anything completely good with Dev, right? He says, I have no clue what just happened, but I'm intrigued. Fox did actually get me to care about the X-Men, though. Yeah, more than Gotham. All right.
The period setting, isn't it modern?
Oh, no.
No.
Did I miss something? When did they say
it's
what
retro.
period?
It's retro.
70s, early 80s.
Did it say that?
Yeah.
It didn't say it yet, but the clothes and everything
clothes,
else,
the fashion, the style.
environment, yeah.
Yeah.
The clothes, retro comes back in style.
It was very Prisoner-like for me. The TV show The Prisoner. It was very.
But that was done way before the 70s.
I know that. I'm just saying.
It actually kind of reminded me of Sonic Youth. You guys are
the
familiar?
band.
Yeah, the band Sonic Youth. Ever see? When
I saw them steal the sandwiches out of Peter Frampton's cooler on The Simpsons.
Yeah, not the same thing.
Yeah, but Sonic Youth went through like a little period.
Oh wait, no, I take that back. Sonic Youth stole his band. I think it was.
Finish.
No,
Keep going, Blake. What else you got?
it was Smashing Pumpkins. I think that was stealing the sandwiches.
Okay. From Besotted Greek at Besotted Geek. Sorry. But if you are Greek, that'd be pretty cool. No, Besotted Geek at Besotted Geek Pod. He said good production value, and I like the lead actor, but more money could have made the special effects better, especially at the end of the episode.
I agree.
It was a little cheesy,
a little rough.
but it was okay.
I did like the guy throwing the people, though.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The kinetics. That was awesome.
The guy people just dart across the screen.
Got across the screen. Big Rock closed the door.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. Here, this is the best review here. It's from Neil.
Dark Angels?
Dark Angels pretty great. He said, I didn't watch it, but it was awesome.
Best
Thank you,
damn
Neil.
reviewer in the business.
Yeah,
I give that review a B-.
Yes, good call. I enjoyed Legion. I really did. It was the for those unfamiliar, it's on FX. It's every Thursday at 10 p.m.
Do we give spoiler warnings here?
Yeah, we
Spoiler
can.
alerts?
It's been over a week. We're good.
No, it's been since last Wednesday.
Well, you know what? A lot of
It's
people,
been 5 days.
a lot of people liked it, so it's fine.
All right.
A lot of people watched it.
Spoiler alert. Jump ahead if you
Couple minutes
don't want to
Or
hear it.
stop, watch Legion now, and then listen to us again.
Professor X will show up because that is his son.
Yes, I
The rumor is that
James McAvoy, Professor X.
I don't know yet.
we don't know which one because there's time travel involved.
Go figure.
Well, here's the funny thing. So the idea is that one of the two Professor X's is going to show up, but here's the best part. They just came out and said that it doesn't take place in the Fox Marvel universe.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
So we're going to have Charles Xavier show up as Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, so what?
Okay. And actually,
Apparently, Logan doesn't take place in the same time
Who knows
zone,
what
but
the
he's
fuck?
in that too.
you know what? To answer your
Let's
question,
just make Logan a standalone, please. Thank you.
But then at the end, there's going to be an after credit scene of time travel, and it's going to all resort back.
All right. So yeah, that's the character. David Haler is Dan Stevens.
Yes.
Yes.
Haler is the character, right?
Yeah, Haler's his character name. David Haler.
He's in an insane asylum.
I love unreliable narrator stories.
Yes, it was very good when it's done well. When it's done well,
and it was done well.
You don't know what's going on in his head because he has a lot of voices going on in his head, and you don't know what's real and what's not.
He doesn't even know what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
He thinks that he's with his girlfriend in the psych ward, and she may or may not be real. You don't know that.
Yes, that's Sydney Barrett, played by Rachel Keller.
Oh, and I had to laugh when I heard that.
I immediately
Why?
thought, is that a Pink Floyd reference?
It's got to be a Pink Floyd
okay.
reference.
And I did. I looked it up. It is. It was an intentional.
Yeah.
The writer is a
Sid
big
Barrett, the
Floyd
founder
fan.
and original
Member
lead
of Pink
singer
Floyd.
of Pink Floyd.
Okay.
He had
Did
his own mental
mentally-
problems and was institutionalized for a long period of time.
Good for that. That was kind of fun.
So when
Not him being
when I caught that her name was Sid Barrett, I went, "Oh my lord!"
There was a lot of confusion going on. I have no idea what I watched, but I enjoyed it.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
She was great in it too.
Oh, she
From
was
Parks
great.
and Rec.
She was
she's
awesome. Yeah.
Is she dead? Or is
She is
Was she
now,
ever
yeah.
really
She-
alive?
And then she's just going. She's just going to keep showing up.
Yeah. Well, apparently, yes. She's in it for at least 3
You
episodes.
put somebody through a wall.
Yeah.
They're stuck there.
But he's like, I didn't do it. She's like, yeah, that's right. It wasn't you. It was her in your body with your power. That's
'Cause
her,
he switched
that's her
bodies.
power. That's why she doesn't let people touch her.
yeah, she's Rogue.
Basically, kind of.
In a
version of
different-
Rogue,
yeah, like a version of Rogue. Yes.
I did like her coming back and saying to Haler, "Go under the water, slip into the swimming pool when you're in there, slip under,
Are
and
you
do not
here?
come
You
up."
with me now? No, I'm projecting into your memory of what you're reliving right now. But I'm telling you, when you go back, slip into the water, stay in water for the bright light. And yeah, it's pretty funny. I was like, but you're really with me here now?
The first hour, I'm like, this is interesting. How are you going to make this like continuous? Like if he's going to be stuck in this insane asylum, and then it's like, oh, never mind, they broke out now.
Yeah, you realize when they're talking to him, and they're at the red table room, the guy walks out, and they're in like this big empty pool space.
Yeah.
And there's these guys in these paramilitary outfit and helmets and everything. You're like, holy crap, what did you just do?
I want to say they got that pool filled up pretty quickly, though.
They did.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like an Olympic-sized swimming pool there. They filled up
Because
all
one of the
way.
bad guys was Hydro Man.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not a full size.
Maybe not Olympic.
So it
yeah.
only took half
a
an
high
hour.
school pool or something. Yeah.
That the Islanders will be playing on top once they freeze it over.
That's why you have cut and swipe scenes. You know, you don't have to sit there and wait for the pool to fill up.
Can we talk
But you
about the
just,
best
they knocked him out for enough time that it took them to fill up that pool.
Yes.
Maybe they had it delivered.
And
This is what we're confused about, is how they filled up the pool, not Legion.
No, I'm a big fan of early Jane's Addiction. And
Okay.
I'll tell you what, when Nothing Shocking came out, I listened to that album probably 1,000 times. It was either that or, the Cure.
So it was your version of My Slippery
So
When
when they went into the thing where he blows up and gets pissed off and they go into Up the Beach
Yeah.
from Jane's Addiction, I'm like, yes! That was like a orgasmic moment for me.
Was
Wow.
it fake?
Good. It was fake. Okay.
I love the opening scene with the Who's Happy Jack.
Yeah,
Where
I
it's
thought it was
just-
a white striped video almost at the beginning.
I liked when he's in the room being interrogated by the interrogator, who is the main
Yes.
lead from About a Boy, the TV show. And
Okay.
I kept looking at him. I was like, who the fuck is he? And my wife came in the room. She's like, oh, he's from About a Boy. I didn't know he was in this. I was like, I didn't either. So I IMDb it. He's only in one episode. And I was like, wow, there you go. But when he blew up the room,
Well,
basically.
he kind of got killed.
Yes, he
Spoiler
did.
alert.
when Halo.
David Selby.
When he blew up the room and the table and the pencil and everything,
And the
that
pen
was
was
awesome.
in his cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
And
he
the
shot
next scene, he has a bandage on his head.
He's got a bandage on his cheek. Yeah.
with you can see the blood coming.
Let's talk about
through.
the best actress in it, Jean Smart.
Yeah. Who do you think? Who is she playing?
I don't know.
Melanie Bird.
Is that her name in it?
Yes. She's playing Mrs. Bird, the lady at the end.
Yeah, I know who she is. I'm just trying
Jess
to.
is trying to recruit him for designing women. You have a great creative mind. Would you like him to do designs with us?
Since Meshach Taylor died.
I was just going to say Meshach Taylor is
Oh.
no longer with us.
Oh, hey, she was in Youth and Revolt. You ever see Youth and Revolt?
Nope.
That's a good movie, by the way. Garden State. She was in Garden State.
Yeah, I
was
hate
in
Garden State.
Oh, Garden State was a great movie.
It's a preachy fucking asshole.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
She was in
Zach Braff?
Yeah, fucking
Fargo.
Did you see the video?
The sequel?
No. The guy did some guy did a little video online about how in a non-gay way I love Zach Braff.
No, I did not see that.
It's funny. Look it up.
Okay.
She was hot in Cleveland.
So, on a scale, what is your grade for it? What do you give it?
I'm reserving.
Okay.
I need to see more.
Did you enjoy it?
It felt long.
I'm hoping not every episode's an hour and a half.
I loved parts of it.
It was a little Memento-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Memento.
I mean, I didn't mind the not knowing necessarily what's going on, but some things just seem to take too long to. I'm not sure if I liked the pacing or if the pacing will.
The pacing reminded me of Preacher. I really love Preacher the first season, but there's a lot of pacing issues with Preacher.
Yeah.
You have to build the world up. I get that. Of course, in Preacher, they blew up the world at the end in the town. We built up this whole town. But I agree with you, Jeff. I think that I loved parts of it. And I really do enjoy it. I will keep watching.
Yeah,
it's only 8 episodes.
But do you think that's part of the whole, problem with a lot of our society? You got to jump off with the big car chase. You got to get into it. You got to go, There's like people ripping the, Walking Dead. I mean, you can't just enjoy maybe the whole thing of him trying to figure out what is he really sane or insane, the voices in his head, and he's trying to put the memories together and the influence. You can't just appreciate that kind of pacing, like, oh wait, well, and then he goes back and is like, wait, and you were there, you got out of the car. He's like, what are you talking about? I wasn't there. And then he figured, 20 minutes later when he's talking about it again, he's like,
no,
that wasn't
there.
You. That wasn't you.
It was Gene Smart.
No, that I was fine with. It's just some scenes just seem to take too long.
I don't disagree with you on that.
I think
I thought it was very beautiful.
I thought
like
the
some
pacing
of the,
was okay. I thought it was all right.
I thought the cinematography was beautiful when he's just laying in bed next to her.
It. Oh, that's great stuff.
Oh, it was beautiful. Yeah. Like it was really well done.
You know what that shot reminded me of?
What's that?
Garden State.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Rachel Keller, Sid Barrett. I think she's on my new 5 list. I'm not allowed to have a 5.
But if you were,
but if I were, I think she's on.
Meshach Taylor used to be on mine. Yeah. Man, she was hot.
Might as well add Aubrey too. What the hell?
Aubrey Plaza. Oh yeah. I could barely recognize her.
Aubrey Plaza?
Well, I was like, I haven't seen her in a while. And wow.
I was going to say, you hear her voice and you know who she is.
I knew who she was.
It's great to see her so animated.
Yeah.
As having been so deadpan in former characters. It was probably liberating for her to play somebody that's just freaky, go all out fun rather than.
They got some good actors in it. And I'm wondering if it's going.
I liked it a lot.
I liked it. I feel like it's going to be a wonder. I wonder if it's going to be like a Westworld with the timelines. You got it kind of in his mind very similar to it. Westworld, maybe. You don't know the timelines. Yeah. This, you don't know what's real or not. I'm not comparing them like it's a Western.
Yeah, I loved it all. To tell you the truth, I pretty much think it was almost perfect. So it definitely is not a B-.
Okay.
Definitely higher than I'd probably give it a 9 or a 10. If you go read a lot of the reviews, people are like,
"Oh, they're falling in love
loving
with it."
Yeah. And I like it too. I liked it so much that I'm almost afraid that there's more because I just like this episode. It could have been just a standalone
movie,
ended right then and there, and I would have been just as happy saying, "Hey, great." That'd be you left it open. Maybe there'd be a sequel. But I don't know how they're going to pull it out for 8 episodes. That's what I'm kind of concerned about.
I'm happy it's 8 episodes and not 12 or 13.
And then, they got a definite 8 episodes and that's it kind of deal, not like a regular sitcom, regular television.
23 episodes.
We don't know if it's going to be 24, so we're going to build this tangent arc in and never finish it.
So did we check? Is it going to be 1.5 hour episodes all the way through, or was that just...
I believe it's an hour.
I think because this was the pilot and the premiere.
Okay.
It was like almost a full-length movie, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Well, it kind of reminds me like Sherlock, as that is.
You can go straight into it, and, it's a great thing about FX is that they didn't go to commercial until 28 minutes in.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's very few commercials in it, you're right. Mm-hmm.
Well, FX does that with a lot of their stuff. Season premiere, they used to do that with Sons of Anarchy a lot.
But that means when they show it again, it'll probably take 2 hours to show because they have to put in a lot more commercials than they did for this one.
The basement. Is that the same basement from Stranger Things?
I think it might be.
And the bicycles.
Yes.
And the bicycles that were in there. I'm like, oh my God, were those the bicycles from Stranger Things? It had to be the exact same basement.
The basement had to be the same exact one. I did like how she took the garden shears away.
Oh, that's pretty funny. When you broke the lamp and she's like, yeah, okay. She's like,
I'll need these for gardening tomorrow.
The hatchet, stuff off the wall. She's like cradling in her arms, like, okay, have a good day.
I like how she's like all and doesn't want to offend him. I'll need these for gardening tomorrow, and he's just smiling, going, okay.
I did think that was Stranger Things in that basement. I think it was pretty damn close if it wasn't.
Yeah, damn true.
Let's talk about a great show. Yeah. Next, Legion was good. What's a better show? What's the review? That's it.
We're gonna go from Legion to Riverdale. Folks.
Oh, I love Riverdale.
So here you go. This is your listener reviews of Riverdale. So here we go.
This is after 3 episodes.
Yeah, all right. From Desmond Hassing.
Again.
Thank you, Santiago. He said, after 3 episodes, Veronica has grown on me, but I continue to actively dislike Betty.
I have to agree with Des again.
Hashtag Riverdale.
Veronica has grown and Betty's gotten annoying.
So I don't think Des is as happy with it.
No, but he keeps hate watching it because I keep watching it. It's awesome.
Okay. Randall Holt. He says, watching Riverdale episode 2, all I keep thinking is Jughead needs to give Goober his hat back.
Nope. Lies.
Also, yikes. I don't know if I can even watch next episode. It's undefendable. Is this a high school pep rally or halftime at the Super Bowl? Terrible.
Wrong.
That's just terrible. To quote Charles Barkley, that's terrible.
It was bad.
No,
it was terrible.
All right,
awesome.
Well, we do have from Cotton at B. Cotton.
I caught it.
He said, "What the fuck, Riverdale? Veronica was Sticky Maple, allegedly. My God, I'm loving it."
Thank you. She was sticky. She went out on a date with one of the football guys, and they took a selfie, and then they put like sticky maple on it.
They put a filter of maple syrup over her
Yes,
face.
which means she was sticky mapled.
And
You do not want to know what. You do not want to know what that sexual.
I think was it Cotton the one who
Cotton
put that?
did write it, and I
Did
could
tell
not.
us, and I'm like, is that really what that means? So
Google it?
I looked it up on Urban Dictionary, and that is what it means according to.
We're not going to get into that
Urban
on the show.
Dictionary.
Can you tell me when we go off air?
Yes.
Because I'm curious now.
So they got him back. They got the football jock back by basically,
And don't look it up at work if you're listening now.
No. Basically, they were slut shamed. There was a lot of them that was slut shamed.
And make sure your browser's on private, so when your spouse is going looking through your phone when you're not expecting it,
It's a sticky maple.
she'll be like, "What the fuck is this?"
We should name the title that just to see.
No.
Actually, when people Google sticky maple, maybe our show will come up.
That would be awesome. Anyways, no, so, like Des said, thanks for 1950s slut shaming in this. Yeah. It was a very interesting episode when they did that, and I saw I saw it a couple days later, Riverdale. I saw it on Sunday. And I was like, what the fuck is Cotton talking about online about this fucking sex act? And then I watched the episode, I'm like, oh dear God, they really did. So it was, it's not a good show, but it is a fun show to watch.
And I'll put it this way. Said I'll give it 3 episodes.
Yes.
I watched 3 episodes. It's terrible. It's tough to watch, and I'm addicted.
See?
I watched the latest episode, and I went, but what happens next? And I'm like, damn you, Jason! I actually care what happens next, and I hate this show.
Get out now while you can.
No,
or you're going to be like me watching The Treasure of Oak Island, The Curse of Oak Island for 5 years.
I keep watching Riverdale, and I'm like, this is not a good show, but fuck it, Des keeps taunting it. I'm watching it. I don't care. It is not good, but it is fun to watch because it's a train wreck. Luke Perry's awesome. I did like the part, hey, Archie.
He's not awesome.
Hey, Archie, you're grounded. You can't just do whatever you want. But, Dad, they're playing my song at the thing. Okay, you love singing. Okay. He didn't give him permission, but then after he heard the song, he's like, well, I made the garage.
He was still grounded, but he had,
Stick to your ground. First rule, parenting.
No, he's still grounded.
Fuck that.
He's just encouraging his songwriting. Because Archie had a point. If it was a football game, you would have been more than willing to let me. You would have driven me there. But because it's music that you don't understand, I'm grounded from it.
I do like the Cub Scout leader who's like a Hitler.
Oh, I hated that guy.
Oh, he's awful, but he's awesome.
I mean, I think they're like making fun of geeks with him, and it's terrible.
So Archie is sleeping with the teacher, and in the comic books, the teacher is actually like 70 years old.
Yep.
Did you catch the one reference to that? Luke Perry, he's like, what's up with that music teacher?
They didn't have him like that when I was young.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice little thing.
Didn't they have that kind of line in 90210? But did you see what's going to happen this upcoming week?
What's that? I don't think I saw the previews for next week.
Oh.
Oh.
I won't say anything.
Okay.
I'll just say though, there's some previews there with Miss Grundy. She's going to be central to this.
Oh, I did see that. She may not be who you think it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. We did have a quick one on Twitter while we're going this. This is from Randall Holt. He had a quick one. Settle a disagreement, please, for my family. Is the color periwinkle blue or purple?
Purple.
Crayola, according to Dev, says he listed as in the blue family. Randall says, I say more purple. For whatever reason, this was a 20-minute conversation, and it was split 2-2. So we need us to break it. Is it purple or blue?
When I look at it, I see purple, but I do
too.
think they call it periwinkle blue.
I'll be honest, I don't see color, so I don't know what it is.
I'll just say, don't read the stupid color names Crayola puts on their crayons. Just look at it and go, blue.
Ruby,
purple.
Res, Red. Ruby,
Yeah,
Rose, Red.
some of the newer colors they came up with, they're just named Inchworm. Inchworm isn't a color.
No.
It is now.
Yeah, well, it's not a color.
When I think of that, I think light green. Am I correct?
How about light green?
I'm thinking green worm guts.
And the only reason I remember that is because my kids use that color. I'm like, inchworm? What the fuck? Okay.
I mean, flamingo, I can maybe forgive.
What are we teaching our kids these days? Those aren't colors.
Common Core math.
Yeah, they're getting rid of great colors like burnt umber.
Oh.
That's right.
What do we got next, Blake?
Burnt umber Hulk.
Me hungry. Hungry. Me angry.
Jason doesn't play Dungeons and Dragons, so he doesn't know what an umber Hulk is.
No, he doesn't.
Hulk? Anyways,
No.
moving on.
Well, you know, it's Valentine's episode.
Oh, get the teddy out. Oh, yeah. Where's the music? We're not. Oh. Yeah. What time is it, Blake?
It's Nick Albright's
Oh, nice.
Valentine's Day question.
I don't think he's all bright. I think he's all nice.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
He says, what is
Oh, Archie.
Jeff's favorite
Do it to me, baby.
season
Maple syrup me.
of
Sticky maple.
the
Yeah.
Wire?
Sticky what?
What?
Well,
Wire? What?
my favorite
Our
season of The
Valentine's
Wire.
Day question from Nick is, what's favorite season of The Wire?
I actually haven't seen any seasons of The Wire,
Just
so
pick a season.
it's third.
Okay. Wow.
Damn it, Nick.
You had one job.
You had
Jeez.
one job to do.
Just saying, your question better be better next week. Jesus.
Exactly.
My
We
God.
just wasted 214 Studios cheesy porn music. All right.
Is there really anything? Do you need to put cheesy porn music? Like, could you just put porn music and you know it's cheesy?
No, I intentionally put in cheesy porn music.
Okay.
And I actually got a lot of results.
Okay.
Actually, you know, there's some music stuff on here. It's like 2 hours sex music for intimate erotic. 3 hours sex music for intimate.
So-
I mean, these are pretty. You know,
Where's the 48-second sex music?
I was going to say, these are pretty optimistic.
Blake just has the Seinfeld intro.
2 hours. Burr, 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 burr. All right, we're done.
2 hours. I call that foreplay.
Well, you've got the New Girl theme for your intimate
I don't know
music.
that one. Blake has lost.
Law and Order. Bum, bum.
Yeah! We become graphic novice 69.5 here on
Yeah, what is this? What is this?
For Sweetest Day, we're going to open it up to love questions. ahead.
This is from Pop Culture Cafe. He says, hey guys, what do you think of Jerome coming back to that shit show Gotham? What do you mean
Why
shit
not?
show Gotham?
No.
Are you talking about the Gotham 3 floppy award winners?
Four
Four
floppy awards.
winner?
Yeah.
Gotham?
I'm 13 episodes behind.
Why? My feeling is, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little goofy. But why not? You're right. Why not? Suspend belief. I mean, that's the whole thing of watching this stuff.
Exactly.
You know, now the whole Selena Kyle mother thing, I saw right through it. I knew right from the very beginning it was a scam.
It was a scam?
Oh, you haven't seen it
I'm
yet?
a couple episodes
shit.
behind.
Wait a minute. We can give spoilers for Legion that's 5 days old, but heaven forbid we give spoilers for Gotham that's 6 months
If
old.
you're 6 weeks behind, sorry.
Let's just say this, Blake, hold on. Jeff did a great job picking the 3rd season of The Wire. It has a 98 out of 100 on Metacritic.
Ooh.
One of the best seasons. It introduces Baltimore's local politicians and the upstart drug dealing Stanfield organization.
Yes, that's why I picked it.
There you go. It's a good season he picked. Good season.
Yeah. Well, I do like the whole Enigma Penguin storyline. That was pretty good.
Me too.
And I always can't get enough of Naughty Barbara. You know,
She's
Naughty
still in it?
Barbara.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
still in it?
Yeah, man.
She's like becoming like the best
Major
reason
character.
to watch.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
Okay.
All right, from Professor Number One and Doctor Number One. This is the Valentine's episode, by the way. Okay. Professor Number One and Doctor Number One. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, honey. All right. Professor Number One and Doctor Number One. Did you hear that Wonder Woman is a mess of a movie? What do you think?
Supposedly there's been some issues with it, and they said the previews look good, but that doesn't tell the story, and that it's not being good. It's not well done.
I think it's just people trying to trash it,
It
trying
could
to
be.
bring it down.
The trailer looked good. Batman v Superman, even the trailer didn't look
Yeah,
good.
the trailer looked terrible for Batman v Superman. I'll agree with that.
So it peaked when Zack Snyder read the Batman Superman comic book at the San Diego Comic-Con. That was about the peak of it. I think that was the Dark Knight Returns. But
Yeah, at least Wonder Woman can make a good trailer out of the movie.
yes, that's already up.
So it's better than the last 3 DC movies.
It's got, even if it's bad, it's still better than the last 3.
Yes.
Lego Batman is still better than Batman v Superman.
Well, that
No.
didn't take much.
No, it didn't. Let's do some news
All
of the
right.
geek.
Yeah, that's we're done. Listener feedback. Thank you very much.
It's time for another installment of the news of the geek.
Dun, 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 dun. Forbes is reporting the original script for the Batman that used to have Ben Affleck as
I am the Batman.
had a lot of the Joker in the film. Forbes confirmed the script underwent a rewrite by Academy Award winner Chris Terrio from Argo, and they add that the project will undergo substantial changes and possibly another rewrite, full rewrite. Forbes later stated that they are hearing anything from major rewrites to a completely new script, including starting from scratch on the story if that's what it takes. Interestingly, the article reveals something about the original script we did not know. Joe Manganiello's
Probably. I could never pronounce his name.
his character Deathstroke was not going to be the only villain.
Well, apparently, because the Joker was going to be in it.
We're going to see more of Jared Leto as the Joker, as well as a few other rogues, including Will Smith's Deadshot and Harley Quinn. And possibly other Gotham City Sirens characters would be a good bet.
Well, probably because they want to spin that movie off and have their Sirens movie.
I have no problem doing Gotham City
No, the Sirens sounds like one of their better options.
I'd rather watch Wonder Woman and Gotham City Sirens than what they've put out so far.
Yeah, well,
I
we know
Wonder Twins-
Aquaman's going to be the best movie in the DC universe.
By best, I mean awful. Wonder Twins is going to be good.
I'd love to see the Wonder Twins with
You
a
know-
space monkey eating people's
Nah, I
face
hated
off.
the monkey. Hated the monkey.
Yeah, but when this one eats people's faces off,
No.
You know what is we've known now for how many years have we been podcasting?
3 years.
Oh,
3 years.
yeah, or 161 episodes.
3.
Anytime that they're doing complete rewrites of scripts and everything gets tabled and rewrite and new director, everything else. You know what that's shorthand for?
It's crap.
Yes, it's fucked up.
You know, it worked out well for Spider-Man. And the rewrites for
Which
Spider-Man.
version?
2.0, 3.0, 6.0, I don't know.
First reboot, the second reboot, the
Supposedly,
third reboot.
the X-Men Days of Future Past was rewritten a couple times. That worked out well.
Is there time travel in this?
I don't know. There
Probably
could
is
be.
now.
well, how many times was X-Men Apocalypse rewritten?
They're 18.
Okay, because if you said it wasn't rewritten, then that might have been the problem. But
They did. X-Men Apocalypse was so bad.
I can't defend that one at all.
The Batman,
The
it's
Batman.
German, did say
Die, Bart, die.
it originally was going to be a prequel because take place before Batman v Superman. Now there's really no definition of when it's going to where it takes place in the timeline.
Oh, so it was originally going to be a non-angry, angsty Batman.
Yes.
Is it going to be pre-Suicide Squad, post-Suicide Squad?
My hope is that they do origin story of Batman, how he became Batman? Because I haven't seen enough of it. Does anybody know how that happened?
I think
Did somebody die?
Maybe his parents or something. Maybe
Really?
someone has his parents. Maybe he's orphaned or something. I don't
Huh.
know.
I didn't know that.
maybe something like that.
Yeah,
No.
something like that.
Oh, it's because he couldn't save Martha.
Martha.
Yeah.
That was either Batman or Superman. I don't think it really matters. I'm going to kill you. Save Martha. Why did you say that name? Well, it's a pretty common name. I don't know. Why did you say it? Martha, it's my dead mommy. She's going to die. You're the strongest guy ever.
Well, yeah, but he was being killed by the bat.
I love Batman, but come on, people.
Honestly, that was what I thought was like the best part of the movie.
All 8 minutes of the fight scene?
No, just the Martha part.
Oh, okay. Oh, when Batman goes to save her?
No, that
When he says Martha?
when he
save
says Martha and he realizes and it's
No,
yeah.
no.
I they might not have done it right, but I honestly think the criticism over that is undeserved.
The best part of Batman v Superman is when he saves Martha, is that fight scene. That is Batman. That's awesome. That is great. Every other scene, it was crap. For
Well, actually,
friends in New
the
England,
best scene was any scene with Wonder Woman in it.
yeah. For friends in England, it was shite. It was shite.
Shite. It wasn't Scottish. It's shite.
Let's see here. Hi, Kevin, Chris.
Bullocks.
Some quickies. Let's see. Or as Blake says, oh, the Lost theme thong. Scene thong.
Scene thong?
I feel like I'm having a stroke.
The scene thong.
The scene thong?
Because my joke about Blake being the 2-second man. Never mind.
What thong are you talking about?
Thong, 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 thong. Mac officially came out of the closet on the latest episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I must say, from the opener, this is one of the funniest episodes this season. Yes,
I've got to see it.
It's pretty damn funny.
The episode is called "Hero or Hate Crime."
Yes.
All right. I will have to check that one out.
I don't want to spoil anything for you, but it is pretty damn funny. Yeah.
Let's see. Jason Momoa was a guest on the Jimmy Kimmel Live show and admitted that he auditioned in February 2013 to play Drax the Destroyer in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was actually offered the role on the spot, but declined due to differences with Marvel on salary.
Now, can you imagine if you're Dave Bautista, you know, the guy who plays Drax the Destroyer,
who did great,
and they never told you this, and you're sitting at home and you're like, I watched Jason Momoa on Jimmy Kimmel Live. And then you start feeling like shit. You're like, I mean, they didn't want me. They wanted him first.
Well,
I mean, I was second. I was their second pick.
Actually, we were third. Willie Nelson was second.
Because they're
if you're
I
Dave
accepted less
Bautista,
money.
he's probably sitting there saying, "Yeah, I can see that."
He has some muscles on him, both of them. But Jason Momoa, dear God, he would be on my top
reason
5
I
if I
got
was
this
switching
job is
sides.
because I took less money than Jason Momoa.
Pretty much.
They said there was a issue with the salary, like they went back and forth for weeks, and then finally he's like, "I'm done." And then the rumor was that he was going to play Martian Manhunter on Justice League, and now they gave him
got him Aquaman.
Yeah. I think it will work out. I actually think he looks good as an Aquaman.
Yeah, I'm thinking Aquaman might be better for him than Drax.
I agree. Bautista did a
Batista
great
pulled
job.
it off. I'm not going to take anything away from his performance.
I would catch it. NBC.
And Jason Momoa would have to shave his head.
It's true. He has some nice hair.
That's probably why he wanted more money.
For the hair.
Yeah.
NBC is in it takes 20 pounds of Pez to get Jeff to shave. NBC is in negotiations for a new season of American Idol, the show nobody wanted.
Really? Like Fox? NBC,
Fox doesn't want
NBC now wants Fox cast-offs.
NBC said that they will do one season of The Voice and then one season, because winter season of The Voice,
And a summer season of American Idol.
a fall and a spring. Fall and a spring. That's what they're saying, because they said they're running
tired
out
of
of room.
doing. They're tired of doing 2 seasons of The Voice every year.
I guess. I don't know. Does anyone care?
Dude, they're still doing Survivor. They're coming out with another Survivor. They're having past winners of Survivor on there now. Again.
Yeah. Did that start last week?
I don't know. Didn't he come up with something new?
At least Amazing Race has a good series. That doesn't come out until April.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's been a while since the Amazing
Over a
Race
year.
has been
They
on.
filmed it last year, and they said, it's come out in April, but they did renew it, so that's good. Let's see here. If you're dealing with the secret...
Oh, just whatever you do, don't go through all those what do you call it, Muslim countries, because you might not be able to come back into the U.S.
I want to see that on The Amazing Race. Well, after 2 episodes, we're done. We can't get back.
A couple of our contestants were honor killed.
Please go down the hall. Be soapbox on the Canadian Podcast Network.
We lost couple got recruited by ISIS. All right, we don't know where they're at. They're out there jihading.
Down the hall. If you're dealing with a secret He-Man fantasy, because who isn't, why not fill your pocket with a bunch of tiny swords that can open doors without destroying them? The Key Armory is on Kickstarter with a new collection of sword shaped blanks that can be taken to any locksmith and turned into a fully functional key for opening doors, cars, and even filing cabinets. The company features designs previously by Final Fantasy VII, Xenoblade Chronicles, Voltron, Sword Art Online. Am I having trouble talking tonight?
Yes, you are.
I feel like I'm having a stroke here. And He-Man.
You haven't had a lot of names to pronounce tonight.
No.
That's why. You're screwing everything else up because you don't have enough names to screw up.
They're currently only available through a Kickstarter, and they're only $10 each with shipping in July. I actually am thinking about buying one. I like
only $10?
Well, it's just the blank key. And
Yeah, a blank key is $10, and you put only in front of it?
I didn't think that was too much for a Kickstarter.
No, it's on our website. You can go click on our website or
Yep.
Facebook.
At the History of Bad Ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but you don't write only $10.
You buy 2, it's $29 or it's $19.
So you save $1.
Save $1. I'm intrigued by it. I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you can get a Keyblade looking thing for it?
Yeah.
That's the Final Fantasy VII.
There you go.
Oh, wait.
I don't know.
No, wait, the Keyblade. I'm sorry, that was Kingdom Hearts had the Keyblade.
Oh.
I take it back.
Hello, Hobie listeners. What are you doing next September 22nd through the 24th, 2017? Jason, that's a year away. Well, sure it is. But you know what? It's never too early to plan for the Cincinnati Comic Expo. Last year we had Stan Lee, we had John Barrowman, and even Teddy Sears. Zip. He was fast. That's September 22nd through the 24th at the Duke Energy Convention Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. Check the Cincinnati Comic Expo Facebook page out for all the news, or you can listen to Hobie and we'll be updating it as they release the new guest. Again, Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 22nd through the 24th. Make your plans now.
The Epic Film Guys podcast is a film comedy podcast with 2 best friends celebrating everything we love about going to the movies. We've got great beer, amazing guests, and quirky characters unlike anything you've ever heard before.
Well, I just assumed you were drinking that chocolate stout that you were going to make with the cheapest crap chocolate ice cream in a Miller Lite. I remember being a young man and my mother telling me I didn't have a name because I was illegitimate. I don't know what that word means. Never be sorry on the Epic Film Guys podcast. Never be sorry. Cut in, talk over.
I'm
us,
sorry
and
every
shut the
time I
fuck
finish doing an episode.
I didn't hear that, Nick. Don't bring it up yet. I'm not supposed to come out till like the end of the episode.
Subscribe to the Epic Film Guys on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, or your favorite podcast app. And we'll see you at the movies.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Box Office Bombs. The Space Between Us made $1.8 million in its second weekend, a total of $6.6 million, on a budget of $30 million. The studio also increased the marketing days before the release to no avail.
Well, they pushed it back originally.
So they threw in more money,
Yes.
even though it was trending poor.
It was trending poor. They pushed it back 3 months, and then they added more marketing. So they said you're probably looking around $50 million in total that they added to this combined. Sorry,
Yeah.
And so it's made $6.6 million. That makes me laugh and makes me happy.
I'm glad you're happy, because there's a lot of other people that aren't.
God, it looks so bad. It looks so bad. What else, Jeff?
All right, the box office news of February 10th through February 12th of 2017. Number 1, the Lego Batman movie. $56 million in its opening weekend on an $80 million budget.
He said that was actually lower than they were expecting.
Yeah, I was expecting a little more.
They were hoping 60 to 70 million.
But it'll get its money back in 3 or 4 weeks.
There was a lot of disappointment this weekend. Keep reading.
Number 2, 50 Shades Darker, made $47 million in its opening weekend on a budget of $55 million.
Made a lot of money overseas. It won't be a bust. I think it already made $100 million overseas.
Okay, well, it almost made its
No,
money
it's not
back
a bust. But they said the studios domestically were hoping 50 to 60 million.
Well, it almost made its budget back in this opening weekend.
It's good to want things.
You can't argue too bad. All right. John Wick, Chapter 2, made $30 million in its opening weekend on a budget of $40 million.
They said that was above their expectations.
I've been hearing a lot of people saying good things about John Wick.
I got to see the first one.
I do too.
I really do.
But it's getting great chatter about John Wick. Number 4, everyone's favorite Shyamalan film, Split, made another $9 million. Total of $112 million on a $9 million budget.
And they did say this is going to be the bridge to bring about the sequel to Unbreakable.
Bridge. Number 5, Hidden Figures, made another $8 million, a total of $131.5 million on a $25 million budget.
This movie won't die. Good for them.
Good. I think that's great.
I'm pretty excited about it.
I like those movies that, aren't expected and come out of nowhere and just kind of find a spot within the national zeitgeist of what's going on. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah, there's nothing really. 50 Shades Darker. Are you taking your wife to see that?
No.
How come? I think you should.
I think it's perverty.
That's why you should take her.
You can learn some things.
There's a teaser at the end too. There's an
Teaser. Tease.
There's an after credits scene. I'm like, does this movie really need an after credits scene?
An after credit scene.
So
Does this movie really need any scene?
no, it doesn't.
Really? Don Johnson. Everybody gets to see Dakota naked. Really?
Oh, she's a horrible actress too. Sorry. Moving
I
on.
don't think she was hired for her acting skills.
Her singing.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Upcoming, opening February 17th, A Cure for Wellness.
This looks really messed up.
Yes, it does.
I'm not.
It's about a scientific experiment about you can die and transfer your consciousness to other people,
Well, maybe.
or come back to life, or something like that. You just don't know.
Maybe. No, this is where guy goes to try and find where his boss disappeared, in the Swiss mountains or something, in some clinic. And it turns out that they say he's infected or something. And it's an insane, weird thingy.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this a horror movie?
Looks like it.
Okay.
I think we just did plot lines for it.
Yeah, that is
go.
not what I would have picked.
It's a coming of age story about a young girl in the Midwest.
Go back and save that and make that my every entry for plotline from now on. Just so I can just lazy, don't have to think something anymore. Just play that.
All right. Upcoming, we also have Fist Fight.
The teacher one.
Is
Are
there
they teachers?
Ice Cube,
The
Charlie
teachers.
Day?
Oh, okay.
They
Yeah.
give- This looks bad.
Oh, I forgot they were
looks
teachers.
pretty bad.
Okay.
It does not look good.
And
But
why
it's
is
Charlie Day.
Yeah, I
and
like him,
Ice
but-
Cube.
Why is Ice Cube being a bully and threatening Charlie Day with gang things like snitches get stitches and stuff? I mean, isn't that typecast stereotype?
No, he was tired of being a barbershop guy and a cop.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's been playing all his other stuff, so he's actually going outside of his comfort zone.
Charlie Day, I did like. The one scene I like with Charlie Day is, though, he's talking to the teacher and he's like, "Are you doing meth again?" "No." "Your teeth are falling out." "Okay, I am." I was like, wow, that's rough.
It's probably the funniest line in
Yes.
the whole movie.
What else, Jeff?
And also opening The Great Wall.
Oh, jeez.
We've had some conversations on
my
Twitter and Facebook
Really?
on this that people
I've
think
seen-
this is going to be a really big bomb.
I hope so.
It's going
saw
to
this
bomb,
in
but
the
I want to hear.
theater.
I want to hear reasons why.
The trailer in the theater, I saw it. It looks stupid.
It looks cool. Creatures are coming out of the ground.
No,
The
it's
wall
not
is the only thing to
ground.
protect
The Great Wall
us.
of China was built so Matt Damon can sit on it and shoot arrows and save the world.
Exactly, and he looks like the next best archer since Legolas.
No. Hawkeye. The thing is, it's going to make $20 million in America, and it's going to make $100 billion in China.
Oh, they made it for China.
Yeah.
It's World of Warcraft.
It was made by the Chinese, wasn't it?
Was it?
It was?
I think so.
I'll check that up.
I think it was a Chinese director.
I don't know. This was one of the worst. I've seen two horrible trailers. This one, The Great Wall, and the other one, Fate of the Furious, or whatever the hell that Fast and Furious next episode is.
It's a submarine!
I laughed so hard at that trailer. I was like, are you serious? Oh my God, this looks
The Great
so
Wall
bad.
has a 44% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's not even out yet.
Well, they judge it ahead of time. They get sneak previews.
Top critics reviews. The Great Wall is easily the least interesting and involving blockbuster of the respective careers of both its director and star.
Who's the director?
Yimu Zhang.
Okay, yeah. He's a big Japanese.
Oh, Nemo. Yeah, Yimu.
Oh, you said Nemo.
No, Yimu. Oh, yeah, Yimu. I'm a fan of...
I'm sorry, it's down to 39%.
Oh.
Wow, it dropped?
Let's see here.
But this is so non-Matt Damon character. He's jumping so out of his range, I think.
Empire Magazine, there are plenty of fun CGI monsters scenes, but a clunky plot, rigid script, and equally stiff acting make this a crumbling disappointment, if not quite a disaster.
And why is he one of two Caucasian guys in China?
Apparently, this is based off of a Chinese legend, and the legend was about a guy.
Marco Polo?
Probably not Marco Polo,
No,
but
who's the other guy? Marco Polo?
yeah, Marco Polo.
Marco Polo and Matt Damon?
We'll go with Marco Polo.
All right.
An entertaining film if you don't have any other options.
There you go. That's a good review. B minus.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
All right, buy, sell. Whose stock are you willing to take a risk on? We'll start with Keanu Reeves.
Always.
Always what?
Buy.
Oh, God, no, I'm selling.
No.
I'm buying.
He's hot right now. John Wick is getting good reviews. I'll sell it because he's going to put out some crap soon.
No.
Yep.
I'm
I
buying.
don't think so.
Next.
Well, you can buy mine.
I mean, I bought Keanu Reeves all the way back in the day with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Well, that's what I wanted to buy.
And I held
Yeah.
on to that stock. It's like Apple now.
The sequel is coming up. Bill and Ted. What else
Yeah.
we got? Who else?
Sell.
I wish I would have. I wish I would have sold Keanu Reeves stock when Dracula came out.
Dead and Loving It?
No, Bram Stoker's
Bram
Dracula.
Stoker. Yeah, I had a lot of hope for that movie because I am a fan. I have read the original Bram Stoker Dracula. It was pretty
Yeah.
good.
I had to read that in high
It
school.
was awesome.
Yeah. What's next?
Oh, well,
Speaking of a book that came out when she was alive, when she was born.
I was going to go on a little thing about Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Go ahead. We're on the Tangent Bound Network.
Yes, it's one of those movies that has one of the best acting performances and one of the worst acting performances in it. Gary Oldman's Dracula is a great performance.
Okay.
Keanu Reeves, was he Van Helsing?
No, I thought it was Harker.
Harker.
He was Jonathan Harker, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Van Helsing was the older guy. Right? Yeah. Well, whoever he was playing was terrible. Oh, my God. I wanted to slit my wrists whenever he was on screen.
It's a little drastic.
That's why I want to sell Keanu Reeves stock.
Okay.
No, Kim Basinger. Buy or sell. Kim Basinger
Sell.
stock.
She's in 50 Shades Darker.
I had to try and find out why we had Kim Basinger on here. She's in 50 Shades Darker.
Yeah. She's the one that taught Christian Grey everything he knows.
Yeah, if you still have Kim Basinger stock, you probably should be selling it by
Yes.
Yeah.
now. Dakota Johnson stock.
Sell.
After L.A. Confidential, you should have sold
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not going to get any better than that.
it. No.
The Getaway. Dakota Johnson, I'm selling the shit out of.
Yeah, I'm selling that too.
I never even bought that stock.
It was a penny stock.
It was gifted to you.
Thanks.
Now I need to sell.
You were given 3,000 shares. It cost the guy 30 cents to buy for you.
Yeah.
And Will Arnett.
The voice of Batman.
Come on.
I'm selling.
I'll buy because he's going to be in the sequel to it.
Yeah,
And
but he
Arrested
can't.
Development season 5.
Yeah, it's coming back.
But he can't do anything other than the voice of Batman and Joe Bluth.
It's true.
Job.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said Joe.
And he got divorced from Tina Fey. Okay, so I'm selling.
Amy Poehler.
That's right.
Amy Poehler. Both same thing. Whatever.
Well, there you go. There's your box office news. And in honor of Valentine's Day Massacre, we are, there you go for you history buffs, we are doing top 5 least favorite holidays. So, just for no reason. It's an easy one.
There's only 10 federal holidays. We're going to do top 5 of the least that you hate.
I don't think they necessarily have to be the federal holidays.
No.
I think holidays or observances.
I know, that's how I first started this list. And then I realized this is hard.
You should have not taken more than 5 minutes for this list.
Well, after I figured it out, you're right. It took me less than 5 minutes to put my list together.
My number 5? Fucking Groundhog Day. Jeezle. We're going to listen to a fucking rat that comes out of a hole and, is it winter for 5 more days?
But on Groundhog Day, they play the movie over and over and over all day long.
The movie is good. But the actual fucking holiday is dumb. I'm out. Groundhog Day. It's a fucking rat that comes out of a hole.
How did we come about to Groundhog Day anyways? Who started this myth?
I don't know, but
you drag a varmint out of its hole, make it look at its shadow, and put it back in its hole.
It's fucking alternative facts is what it is. It doesn't know anything about winter.
I mean, was this a pagan thing?
Well, see, the thing is, everyone says the groundhog comes out and sees its shadow. You have 6 more weeks of winter. They never say what happens when he doesn't see a shadow.
He always sees a shadow.
You have 6 more weeks of winter.
It's always light out.
Whatever.
If it was dark out, it makes sense. He doesn't see a shadow.
Well, it might be overcast and there is no shadow to see. Well, then again, Punxsutawney Phil there with all the cameras and everything, you'll always see the shadow.
How can you tell?
Because they got the lights everywhere.
Since when did we rely on groundhogs for our length of winter?
They're worse than meteorologists.
Well, yeah, they probably are about the same. But it doesn't matter whether he sees the shadow or he doesn't. Winter's going to last actually 7 more weeks.
Jeff, what's your thing?
Oh, my number 5?
I thought that was yours.
No.
That was mine.
Jason's. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't actually hate Groundhog Day. My number 5 is any holiday where the bars are filled with amateurs.
Okay, well, now this is just going to cut out every holiday. So St. Patty's Day?
Well, yeah.
Amateurs?
Amateurs.
You mean amateur drinkers?
Amateur
Amateur
drinkers.
bar patrons.
Both.
Okay.
I'm not a big St. Patty's Day fan.
Yeah, I like going to the bar and enjoying myself, but then when you just got all these drunk assholes drinking up because it's a special day to be a drunk, it's like,
you get amateur drunks, you get amateur hookers. It's just bad.
I know, amateurs everywhere.
Is number 4 Cinco de Mayo? That could have been your number 5.
No, that might tie with my number 5. Any holiday.
There you go.
Blake, what's your number 5?
My birthday.
Why?
All right, I like being on stage in front of people and entertaining people,
Hence the podcast.
but I don't like celebrating myself or people celebrating me.
I can understand
So,
that.
I just feel a little awkward about it.
I don't have a problem with that.
But there's only one way you should celebrate your birthday, and I
Going to the bar and getting drunk.
with a bunch of amateurs. No, here it is. I adopted this almost 20 years ago.
A puppy?
I had a buddy in the military. When we were having a conversation one day, he's like, "Oh yeah, it's Thursday. I'm taking a day of leave Thursday." I'm like, "Why is that?" He's like, "It's my birthday." I said, "Why are you taking leave on your birthday?" He's like, "Why not? Why should I work on my birthday?" And I said, "You know what? That's a damn good idea." So I adopted that. I don't work on my birthday unless it's a national security thing. Then I don't have a choice. But other than that, I don't work on my birthday. If it's Monday through Friday, I always put my leave slip in. My bosses, they know. It's like when my birthday's coming up, they're like, "All right, you're not coming in that day." I'm like, "That's correct."
I work from home every time it's my birthday, Monday through Friday. Why? Because it really is fucking annoying. Everybody comes, "Hey, happy birthday!" Shut the fuck up. I don't care.
Yeah.
No,
and then they want you to bring in like Snickers or a snack for them or something.
No, you were supposed to give me stuff on my birthday, not me give. I never understood that in school. It's your birthday. You have to bring in cupcakes for everybody. I'm like, fuck that. I'll eat all the cupcakes at home.
Yeah. So basically, I don't like celebrating my birthday.
What's your number 4?
My number 4, basically, what did I write down here? any holiday in which requires me to remain sober for the next day.
I get that.
See, because I get really upset sometimes because it's a holiday and everybody's partying, having a good time.
And you can't, or you have to go to work or whatever.
But you have to go to work the next day.
Exactly. But if the next day's not my birthday, I have to go to work the next day.
How dare you? Why?
Is there a holiday the day before your birthday?
No.
So it never happens.
It never happened. So I'm screwed that way.
So every holiday.
Yeah, basically. No, any holiday where I have to remain sober because I have to go to work the next day.
Jeff, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is any holiday that people go to the movies.
Because you used to work there.
I used to work at the movie theater. And
Christmas Day?
Yeah, Christmas. Pretty much when people have nothing else to do because they hate their family, they go to the movies. And then people bitch and complain about, stores being open on, Thanksgiving. But then those are probably the same people that go to the movies. Oh, and also I kind of tied that with Patriots Day.
Oh.
It's
in Boston?
It's a Massachusetts state holiday.
Yeah.
The company I worked for was out of Massachusetts, so they were always closed on Patriots Day. But we had to be there, but they screwed up our entire week because we wouldn't be able to get our Monday stuff done. So the rest of the week we had to do everything twice as fast. So I always hated Patriots Day.
And if anybody knows you don't do anything fast.
Nope.
Except second breakfast.
Not even that I take slow.
Well, except for the Lost theme song. Anyways, mine is Columbus Day / President's Day. If I'm not fucking off, but the federal holidays are, that fucking pisses me off.
That's my number 3.
Oh, there you go.
Columbus Day.
Yeah.
You know why? I'm tired of the fucking political bullshit that comes out with Columbus Day every goddamn year.
That's close to my number 3. My number 3 is any holiday that I have to work.
Okay, and that's the thing that annoys me. It's like, I'm off Columbus Day. Who the fuck's off Columbus Day?
Federal employees.
Which, when I worked at the movie theater, was every holiday. So I hated holidays, all of them.
That was my number 4.
But I couldn't drink on Columbus Day because I had to go to work the next day.
My number 3 is Sweetest Day. It's a fucking made-up holiday. Nobody fucking cares about it.
That's my number 2.
There you go.
It's a Hallmark made-up bullshit. This is what Valentine's Day is for.
No, it's a fall Valentine's Day.
And it's supposed to be for the men.
No, it's not.
What?
Yeah.
Shut the
No, seriously?
Well, Valentine's Day is you get the presents for the women.
Whatever.
That's what they're trying to sell
Hallmark made that shit up.
Yeah.
No, that's bullshit.
Bullshit.
I just know Sweetest Day was always around my mom's birthday.
All right, we've gone through half my list.
So what's your number 3, Jeff?
My number 3 was any holiday that I have to work.
Okay. Blake, what was your 3?
Number 3 is Columbus Day. Guess what?
What's your number 2?
World history is full of cultures moving into other cultures' places and killing them.
Curse of Oak Island was based on it. Anyway.
Sorry, it does. All right. Number 2 was Sweetest Day.
Okay. Jeff, what's your number 2?
Bullshit.
No, I can't read my...
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, my number 2. Any holy day of obligation.
Fuck yeah, I'm not going to church.
I grew up Catholic, recovering now, but... yeah,
you know what?
I just
Easter,
hated...
I can't drink on that day either because I got to go to work Monday.
But the priest could in church.
But yeah, any holiday that required you to go to church didn't feel like a holiday to me.
My number 2 is I fucking hate this holiday. Thanksgiving. Oh my god, I fucking hate it.
It's my number 1.
It would be my number 1, but I go shopping that night.
All right, I take Friday off afterwards so I can drink on Thanksgiving.
I'm off on Friday too, but I just fucking hate Thanksgiving. I hate it. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I don't like Thanksgiving either. I put it
Day
as my
of
number
gluttony.
1.
But I like turkey.
I don't.
I'm okay with turkey.
Turkey is...
What do you eat, honey baked ham?
No, I don't like honey on my ham. This past...
What the hell do you eat for Thanksgiving?
Well, they
Maple
serve you
syrup.
turkey, and I hate it.
A plate of macaroni?
This past year was the best Thanksgiving ever. We had pork chops. I don't like turkey.
Okay.
Despise candied yams.
No.
Don't like that cranberry slop.
I don't like candied yams.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I
there
like sweet
isn't-
potatoes. That's it.
There isn't
Green.
a food outside
I don't
of...
like cranberry shit. Yeah, why does everybody love cranberry sauce?
I don't know.
I think it's crappy.
Well, at least
Especially
that,
when you get it from a can.
that
It looks like
gelatin
a
mass.
gelatinous
Yeah.
massive can.
No, I mean, outside of pumpkin pie, there isn't any food associated with Thanksgiving that
Only
I
when
like.
there's a lot of whipped cream on that,
And
Cool
maple
Whip
syrup.
on top of that.
No maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
No mercy. That's for your pancakes.
So, or women. So my number one is if you live outside New Orleans, you should not be fucking celebrating Mardi Gras. I fucking hate Mardi Gras. I fucking hate the food
Wow.
with it.
Well, they celebrate Carnival outside of New Orleans.
Brazil is fine.
No, the rest of the world.
Yeah, well, it's still crappy. I fucking hate
United
Mardi
States, they don't. We celebrate Mardi Gras,
Yeah.
not
It's like
Carnival.
Mardi Gras because
Gras. I don't care about the fucking baby and the cake. I don't care about your fucking baby cake.
I do.
Stop.
Baby cake is good.
No, it's not.
No,
And then you have an accidental. You might accidentally eat a fucking plastic baby.
I think it's symbolic of cannibalism.
There you go.
You know, if you find the baby, you might as well go ahead and eat it and not let anyone know you found it.
I mean, you cannibalize Jesus Christ every time you go to Mass for the Eucharist. I mean, you do drink his blood and eat his body. Because that's what pagans used to do to their enemies, to absorb their power.
You know what I hate worse than New Orleans?
You're absorbing the power of Christ.
Yes, I can.
Absorbing the power of Christ.
The only thing worse than Mardi Gras is people that throw when there's Mardi Gras
Power of
parties.
Jesus
Ah, fuck
compels
out.
you. The power of Christ compels you.
That one I'll disagree with you on.
Yeah.
I like a good. The problem with Mardi Gras is it's always on a Tuesday and you got to work the next day.
So Blakey.
So yeah,
So I can't drink.
and the next day is a holy day of obligation.
Jesus.
Jeff, what's your number one?
Thanksgiving.
Okay, Blake, what's your number one?
National whatever insert day.
Oh, those are my favorite holidays.
Flag Day.
Kidding me?
Whatever, every day is celebrate something
If
stupid.
you need to validate yourself with a national something day,
Like National Talk Like a Pirate Day.
You gotta talk like a pirate day.
have you ever talked like a pirate for the whole day?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, you haven't.
Not the whole day, but we talked a lot. Like a pirate. Arg.
So some friends of ours got married on Talk Like a Pirate Day, and my sister wrote them pirate vows.
Yes. Arg. It's true.
All right, maybe outside of National Pirate Day. But how about everything else?
Like National Pizza Day that was last
What's the-
week.
National Pizza Day,
National Ice Cream
National
Day.
Taco Day.
What's the
National
pirate's
Ice
favorite
Cream
letter?
Day. Yes, of course.
We did get some listener feedback on this one. Let's see what we got here. This is from Besotted Geek. Besotted Geek at Besotted Geek Pod. Number 5, Billie Holiday.
How do you hate Billie Holiday? Ooh.
Number 4, Roman Holiday, the 1953 film.
That's a good movie.
Hey, man, don't you talk bad about Aubrey.
Number 3, Holiday Inn.
The movie or the...
Both.
Okay.
I don't know. 2, The Holiday, the 2006 film.
Yeah, okay, you can hate that one.
And number 1, I have a big issue, Val Kilmer's Doc Holiday.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
No, maybe whoever played Doc Holliday in the Kevin Costner Wyatt Earp, I forgot who did.
I'll
but,
be a huckleberry.
But Val Kilmer's Doc Holiday. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
that was very good, Doc
He probably
Holliday.
thought you said favorite holidays.
I don't think you did. Let's see.
I need to rip on Audrey Hepburn.
Easy.
Bullshit, man. That's bullshit.
Randall Holt had Sweetest Day. Just one. Nope.
Nope. Nah.
Desmond Hassing had number 3. Nope, can't really think of any others. Number 2, Jason's birthday. Thank you. Number 1, Columbus Day for reasons.
Yes.
So there you go.
I like reasons.
Yeah. So there's your thing. Bad
Raisins.
idea.
Oh, it's raisins. I'm sorry.
He likes Columbus Day for raisins.
I do love raisins.
Des likes raisins? An awful lot, I guess, huh?
Number 4, bad idea of the week. Agreeing with Jason. Thanks, assholes.
There you go.
We'll be back next week with 2 guests. And I hope you enjoy this non-History Geek podcast. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history of not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
You were listening to Hobie.